Let's skip the camel this week. I can't find it. All right, here we are. We are live. So welcome, John. It's great to see you.
Thank you, same. Thank you for having me. Is there a way I can make you guys bigger on my screen? Maybe not.
Um, I have no idea, to be honest with you. Oh, not by hitting that button. All right, let's see if I can get a banner running here.
No, no awkward camel intro.
No, you know what? No, I think I
Sorry.
can't find the
No,
intro.
you're okay.
That's fine.
That's clearly not how you make how I make you bigger on my screen. That's not it. Okay, got it.
So I think
There's like a
I
nice.
never know what you guys see versus my screen. Um, it's there.
The expand icon, like on the bottom right.
It might be because I'm on my phone also. So
Oh,
yeah,
Yep,
I didn't
that's
get
true.
my anything else set up in time. I was trying to scurry to get my room to not look the mess it was looking before I got here because I'm working on something and I had stuff everywhere. So it's okay. I can see you enough.
Yeah, it's I understand that. I mean, that's why I stick my desk in this corner for these calls because I don't dare aim the camera anywhere else.
And I like you. If you've seen my lives over the last few times, I moved everything over to a table, so it's like closer to the city. The background looks a little different, and I can't go over there today. It's embarrassing. So I can't. I'm actually sitting at my desk, which is where I used to do them before. But yeah, you can only get this straight back. That's it. Don't try to look over there for anything else.
All right, we'll put some blinders on.
Yes,
Uh,
please.
it's
so
okay.
how
We could see
long have you?
the Ninjago. That's all that's important. I think that's back there, right?
Yep, there's Ninjago. I have the city, the markets, and the Ninjago City, Ninjago Markets, and Ninjago Gardens. I just finished the gardens the other day.
Oh my
That's
God.
awesome.
Yeah, I would pan over, but again, I'll show you another time. It's just not a good look right now.
So how long have you been working on that city for?
Actually, I built my first modular last May,
Wow.
so not long at all. I went on a binge. I did like 30 or like 25 modulars in 30 days. It was something crazy when I
Oh,
first started. Yeah, I had a lot of free time. So
that's amazing.
I was just like, oh, I just moved to a new city. And I was there. I didn't know anybody. And so I just stayed home and I worked from home. So any chance I got, I was just putting stuff together, clicking bricks.
That's
And
fantastic.
yeah, I like it. I enjoy it. It's very therapeutic for me. I know a lot of people say that it is, which is a great thing, but and it's kind of cheaper than therapy, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not, but
It depends on what scale you're at, I
Yeah.
guess.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think this deep in probably not.
Yeah, I guess like, and I'm not a Star Wars collector. Like, if you guys have watched my live stream, my friends tease me all the time. I don't know anything about Star Wars, so I feel like if you're a Star Wars collector, it's like another level of like finances. But like usually, I'm just doing little modulars or like friend sets that are turned into mocks or something like that. Like lately, I've been collecting brickheads, which again is not super expensive, but yeah, I feel like Star Wars is something totally different.
I don't. I like Star Wars quite a bit. I mean, I've seen everything as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
It almost doesn't feel Lego enough to me.
Really?
Yeah, because I picture Lego at its core to me is Creator, the 3-in-1 series,
Yes.
because
Yes.
you're building it's your imagination. It's all different.
Hmm.
Star Wars, I mean, some of the builds are beautiful,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's a ship that you put on a shelf, and
And you don't do
I
anything else
get
with it.
yeah, because it weighs 1,000,000 pounds. They're this big. You're not swooshing them around the room.
Facts.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, everybody's got their thing, and I respect it, but
Yeah, and It's so funny that you say that. I was totally like, I don't know. In my mind, I guess I stereotyped you guys, but I'm like, oh, we're gonna get on here and they're gonna be like talking about all of their Star Wars builds and all of these things. And yeah, I don't know. I did watch all of the movies. It was a bet that I lost, and so I did watch all of the movies, and I watched them not in the chronological order that they came out, but I watched them in the order of the story, I guess.
Mhm.
And so that was a crazy experience because I'm like, what am I watching? Part of the CG is like terrible, and then on the other hand, it's great. Like, so I have seen them. I did not retain anything that I saw, but I like when I start to talk about it, people usually when I first got like in this community and became a part of the community, I would start talking about Lego, and that was like the only thing that people, oh, did you see this UCS or this blah blah blah? And I would ask like, what is that? Like, what are you saying? Just the other day, my friend sent he's been looking for this Star Wars figure. He's like, look what I got. I got this, and I was like, oh, that's nice. He's like, I'm gonna call somebody else. I'm like, I don't know what to say. Like it looks nice, but like you said, like it's just a bunch of gray pieces. Like I like to take like a lot of the modulars I have, like the jazz club and the bookstore. I've taken them apart and like built different mocks with them. And so I like that. Like I like to be able to take it, have it for a while, but then see what else I can make from it. So to hear you say that is a little bit refreshing because I'm not alone in this. I got a
Yeah,
lot of slack from my friends about taking down the modulars and stuff.
that that's the nature of Lego, right?
Yeah, I
It,
agree.
yeah, I would love to spend more time on Rebreakable,
Oh yeah, I live there.
but it's to me it's really frustrating
Really?
because yeah, I will open something up and I'll look at the parts list, and I'll be looking 2,500 parts, and there'll always be four or five that I don't have.
Hmm.
Four or five parts is not enough to warrant ordering from three different stores in Bricklink.
Man, I
So
feel like you're my spirit animal.
yeah, well, and I don't like placing an order for less than two or 300 parts,
Okay.
and that takes a lot of work to get you
Yeah.
one that's the next spot.
Yeah.
And,
So
and now,
no, go ahead. Sorry.
just thinking that now that for the longest time, this has all been used for building.
Hmm.
Now we're on Bricklink and we're selling as well.
Oh,
So now,
nice.
so
Okay.
now I have the fear of I pull something out of my drawers to build, and next thing you know, I'm going to miss a sale because
Oh
somebody
man.
wanted that and it's not for sale anymore. That's just haunting me. So
So does that mean you don't use your bricks at all?
no, I still will. I mean, we're new on Bricklink. We've only
Okay.
been on there for 6 weeks or so,
Oh, okay. So
and
really
it
new.
yeah, very new. We only have just shy of 10,000 parts listed, so not a whole
Only.
ton.
Yeah, that's
Gosh.
Well, we've only really listed like one square and then a couple baskets over there. So,
and then
Wow.
how many squares are you up to now, Ken?
what did I count? 3, 8, 42.
Wow.
Wow.
So
That's a
yeah, so
lot of
we get
bricks.
another 1,300 drawers to go, and another 100 pounds of unsorted.
Oh my
So
God.
I think the most impressive part, Jen, is Ken knows. Like you could ask him, what's the one on the second column to the right of his shoulder there? He'll take some time and he'll tell you, hey, it's like a yellow plate or a blue plate. I'm like,
There's no you would be so disappointed to see what I'm not gonna show you right now, but like I've been building, like I said, since May, and I've never sorted anything. And so I have like I no I so the only thing that's sorted are the things that I buy in bulk. And so I have like all that stuff, I put them in these like plastic bags, but I just rifle through. If I'm if I'm building something, I'll just dump them out on the table or something like crazy. I Your organization is very impressive.
yeah, I mean it's necessary. I have two little kids, so
Okay, okay.
if I dump anything out, then it could end up under tables and behind furniture. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Become a
fair.
snack. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we don't want that. They don't taste
No.
good at all.
No.
Speaking from personal experience, or
Maybe sometimes gets a little rough. Maybe I spent too much at the Lego store and now I got to figure out lunch for the week. Like, whatever. We don't have to talk about it.
Oh man.
A little tough to choose sometimes, but
Yeah. New release day can be difficult.
yeah.
But
Oh,
it's a real thing.
I just did my first in-person release day and I was like, I'm just going to get the tutor. Like, that's the only thing that I've seen that I want. Yeah, I left with way more than it's something about being in the store with all of the people who love Lego and there's just they're laughing and joking. It's like, oh yes, I'll buy this. Oh, you have that? Well, I want one. Like, it's terrible. Like, I don't think I'll ever do that again, just for fear of not sticking to what I said I was gonna get.
Yeah. It's an adventure, and you know,
Yes.
I wouldn't. You don't have any reason to go on May 1st, really,
On
because of all
May
the Star
1st?
Wars stuff. Yeah,
that's
all
like
the
Oh.
the
Star Wars
Star
stuff.
Wars.
Oh,
You,
yeah. Mm-mm.
yeah. I mean, you can probably skip that madness and wait till the 5th or something, and then get whatever you wanted for a new release.
Yeah.
But if you go for that, you can be waiting in line for 45 minutes or an hour. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, because we got there. I think the stores opened at 10 and we got there like 9:45 and we were numbers 20 and 22, 21 and 22 in line. And
Wow.
so like there was a line of people, but as soon as they opened, we got in. But it was just like again, I'm very new to this. I do most of my shopping just in life. Like most of my shopping comes from online. So I knew about the release days. I would see people posting about them. I really had no interest in going because I don't like crowds, and so um, they make me a little nervous. But I also never lived close to a Lego store. So the closest Lego store to me was like 45 minutes away. And in Atlanta traffic, that is like an hour and a half. But then when I moved, like I live in Charlotte now, and there's a store that's like 15 minutes away. And so I was like, I'm gonna
Nice.
do it. I'm gonna go. And yeah, I need to stick to online shopping because online shopping, I have like $1,000 of stuff in my cart and I can slowly whittle it down to like maybe $150 and I'm good. Like I can't do that in the store. In the store, I just want everything. So
Let's see.
yeah.
What do we got here? Bricks by Wally. What else did you get besides the
Oh,
tutor?
Wally. I got on release day. Oh gosh, I got the tutor. Um, I don't even remember. I posted. Oh, I got the Friends. I like Friends sets. So I got the new Friends townhouse, like the 3-row townhouse. That's why when you were talking about rebrickable, I love rebrickable for that reason. I will go and like scour like eBay or something like that. And if I find a friend set that's like really nicely priced, I'll go to rebrickable. Like, what can I build? If I buy this, like, what can I build without the extra parts? Because I prefer not to have to shop for extra parts. But so that's why I love rebrickable. But I bought the friend set. I got the two. I think I got three like gifts with purchase. I don't even remember, Wally. You have to go and look at my post. I don't even remember what I bought, and that's bad. Like that's how I should not have been in that store just buying stuff. Um, I got the tutor, of course. I don't even remember. I got a couple of CMFs that I don't need them. Like I love them. And so I was like, and that was another thing. People were they were in like this bin, and everybody scans the boxes nowadays. And so people were like, "Oh, I found this. I found this. I found this." And I was like, "Oh, I'll take that. I'll take that." Why? Like I just gotten right before that. I just gotten 6 of the 12. So I didn't need any extra, but again, it was just the energy of being in the store. I can't even remember what else I bought. I came home with I think like 4 or 5 boxes of stuff. Um the Tom and Jerry brickheads, I think I got those. Oh, well, I know I got them.
Okay.
I think they were a day one. Yeah, from there. And that like I got the snake as a free gift. And so I've been building like brickheads and it's almost like I'm a little ashamed to say this, but it's almost like that quick fix. So like
Yeah.
I said, I work from home. So in between meetings, I'm like, oh, I have an hour. I can go build at least like a brickhead real quick. Like, let me just go and do something. I have to have it. It's bad.
You're in the meeting shaking and twitching a
I
little bit.
am. I'm like, come on, like it's 5 o'clock, guys. You guys don't have anything to do. I have some things to do. Like I'm ready to go. And it's literally just to come upstairs to come in here. Sometimes I come in here and just take a nap. I take a nap after work, but it's like my happy place. I'm surrounded by all the things that make me happy. So yeah, it's weird. But yeah, I bought more than I expected to buy for sure. Um I am thinking, and I haven't shared this with anybody. Well, I posted it on my stories, but I'm thinking about taking a tutor apart because of Rebrickable. One of my favorite designers, Brick Artisan, just did a redesign of the tutor. It's so nice, and like that's what gets me in trouble. Really, is going on there like, oh, I could take this apart, or oh, I just saw this that it's only like $100. I can get that and make this from it. Like Rebrickable gets me in a lot of trouble. And I've never placed an order with Bricklink. I'm really close to placing my first order with Bricklink, and only because the owner is very nice and she allowed me to DM her the parts list that I need, and she
Wow.
actually went through her inventory and found all of the stuff for me. But otherwise, like I don't like it. I cannot fathom having to purchase from like 5 different places or 6 different places, like, and then paying all those shipping fees and then having to wait 2 months to get them. Like, it's just it's a lot. So this is gonna be maybe my first purchase through Bricklink. If this one pans out, but I don't see how you guys do it. It's a lot
It,
of patience.
it's a lot of patience at first. Like it's really my only holdback from ordering almost constantly is not having enough per cart.
Okay.
I don't want to average, $1 per piece because once you factor in shipping, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
But I still put in, I don't know, probably average an order a week total across the year.
Really?
Yeah, and that comes in spurts. I won't order for 6 weeks and then we'll order 6 or 7 in a day. A
And
repeat process like that.
is it for stuff like, are you ordering for your shop, or are you ordering because you're building stuff?
For the longest time, it was ordering for building.
Okay.
It's the what is it there? The mystery mansion. We basically build from spare
Oh,
parts. We
nice.
were
You
missing a
tried it
couple
out.
things.
Okay.
Uh, we have most of the Scooby Doo sets now that basically came from bulk lots and had to pick up a couple odds and ends.
Wow.
We have 2 or 3 sets from Rebreakable that I needed a couple odds and ends for.
Mhm.
We built Calvin and Hobbes,
Oh, I like
and
them. Are they brickheads
that
or
no, it seems
like life size?
just little guys. Yeah. See,
Oh, that's so
just a little bitty,
cool.
and I like them because they're not brickheads. They actually
Yeah.
look like the characters, and they're in the
Yeah.
little red wagon. It's pretty cool.
That's super
Um,
cute.
but they fall apart. Like it's honestly the worst design.
Oh
And
man.
yeah, like his arm just fell off. Whatever. Um, Whoever designed that, I think initially built it a long time ago, and a lot of those parts they don't manufacture anymore.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like they stopped in 2017, I think, a few of them.
Wow.
So I didn't have them on hand, and nobody had them. So making substitutions and things weren't working out. It was a pain. But but it looks good on a shelf,
Yeah.
and
It
I love
does.
the characters, so had to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. I have a modular like that. I used parts from the Natural History Museum just because I wasn't interested in a museum in my city and it took up a lot of space. So I used the parts from that to build a mock from Rebrickable. and it came out. It looks really good. Like I really like the result, but the building techniques were terrible. Like I halfway through, I was about to tap out. Like I cannot do this. I cannot continue to read these instructions. And then I was thinking the whole time, like, there's no way this person built this with actual bricks. Like they had to just go into studio, get all the parts, and like build it that way. Because some of the things that they were instructing to do, I'm like, you can't do this. It doesn't fit like that. Like it just does not work like that. And so I hardly ever move it because if I move it, I'm afraid it's gonna fall over or the wall is gonna cave in or something crazy. So, yeah, sometimes you run into that. Like I've seen that a couple of times where I'm like, "There's no way you built this in real life. Like this was a studio design and you just sold it. It had to be." But for the most part, and that's why I have artists or designers that I kind of stick with because I trust their builds. But this was a one off. And sometimes you find some good stuff like the bookshop that I did. I love the way it looks now. I did not like the original build of the bookshop. Like I was so bored. I know a lot of people are like, what? But I was so bored building that. And then I found this rebrickable design, and that was the first one. And I was like, I'm going to take it apart. And I got so much flack for that. Like, people are like, how dare you take it apart? It's a modular, it's a Lego modular. How dare you? And I'm like, watch me do it. And so I took it apart, and the build techniques were great. Like I said, it looks great, and it was a free. It was there. The instructions were free, and so I'm like, this guy doesn't know what he's capable of. I don't think like all of his designs on there are free, and they're really nice. They're really nice.
I wonder why they're on there for free.
I don't know. He doesn't have
Is-
Instagram because I was gonna like shout him out and tell people like, hey, go check out his. But he's not on Instagram. He doesn't have any social media that I can find.
That's wild. That would have
Yeah,
been my thought. It was giving them for free to market for something else, right?
I can't find him
Wow.
anywhere. And he always has like a really good story with his mock, like the story about the build and the characters, and it's so good, and they're free. Like I don't know. I don't get it either, but I'm appreciative. I want to thank
Yeah.
him if he's out there somewhere. I appreciate you.
On trying to remember. I never know my days. I get so jumbled. Saturday, I think it was, during Cool Han Luke's live stream.
Yep.
Uh, I think that was the call. He was talking about uh, sets that were overpriced that he wanted to build. So he would just stare at the image on uh, Rebreakable and just stare at her for a while and figure out how to build it on his own. So we didn't have to pay for the instructions and order parts and whatever
Really?
else. Yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
he's pulled it off a couple times.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm still new again. I couldn't. I'm just getting to the point where I'm like making my own designs. I guess you can say they're my own. But even then, it's just like the 3-in-1s you were talking about. I use a lot of those. I found a lot of older ones on eBay. So like the old townhouse and then the bakery and a lot of those 3-in-1s, and I just take them and like look at the instructions and kind of manipulate it and then just make it into my own. That's one that I'm working on now. But I, as far as just looking at a picture of something and then going to build it, no, my brain just does not work that way. No, that's pretty good though. Like that's a lot of talent.
Yeah. It's hard. I mean, uh, what's the company called that makes the giant Pokemon? Bricker Builds.
Oh yeah.
They have a Ghostbusters line now,
Oh really?
and
Okay.
they have a big Ghostbusters logo. You know, the ghost with a slash through 'em, whatever.
Yeah.
It's $80 for 254 pieces, and they actually sell you the Lego with the instructions. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not paying $80 for 250 pieces.
I wanted to see,
Never.
are you saying that's a good thing? Or like
No, no. I mean, I understand they had to design it and print out their own manual and everything. So
Yeah.
there's value in that. So maybe a little more than Lego pricing, 45, 50. I could almost understand, but 80 is out of control.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
I'm gonna have
agree.
to try to figure that one out. because
Are they actually
Pretty good.
selling at $80 or?
I don't know, because they sell through their own website, so we can't track their metrics. I'd love to know if they're actually moving it.
Wow, that's crazy. See who
Mm.
they're getting to buy that at. Man, that's wild.
Somebody's out there buying it, and I've learned that too. Like there are people out here who will buy it just because they like Ghostbusters, or you know, the cost and the piece ratio doesn't matter to them. I don't know. I'm not. I am a sucker for a good modular. So like the Tudor, I was like, whatever the cost, I'm gonna get it because I love the building. But like the X Mansion, for example, I thought that was way overpriced, and then I saw the size like in real life, and I was like, yeah, no, I can't see that. I can't see myself paying for that. Um, I hope I'm not saying things that will give. I always say this: don't cancel me, guys. Like, I don't want to get canceled for any of these, but I think I have like a. I'll try any kind of bricks. Like I'm not a purist. I get a lot of flack for that, for not being a purist, but I just feel like there is value in other sets. And so I built some really good sets. Like I buy a lot of fun hole stuff. Like that bridge up there was one of my favorite builds from them. Um I just, if it's good, then I'll build it. Now there are some companies out there, and the brick quality is horrible, and I don't have a problem saying that, but there are a lot of places that make it worth the money. Like that bridge was, I think it was $180 for almost 4,000 pieces. And I got it overnight through Amazon. So like, and it came with a light kit. So like, you can't beat those odds. You know what I mean? And it was a good build. Like it's good, sturdy. The base could be a little better, but it's heavy. Like anytime I get a fun hole set, it always comes with a sticker on it that says heavy. That, I mean, that alone
That's
shows
tough.
quality to me. Like, I don't know, but yeah, it has to be worth the money for me. Like, and I think that's anybody nowadays, but
Yeah.
some people just don't care. Like they'll go out and just because it's Lego and it is a new build and it is on day one, like they have to have it. And I share in their enjoyment from afar, but I'm not I'm not one of those people at all.
Yeah, we spend a whole lot of time trying to discourage day one buys. We
Mhm.
focus on finding deals for people and
Yeah,
that kind of thing
yeah.
because there's so many options out there. Unless it's something you're truly excited about,
Mm-hmm.
there's another 500 sets on the shelf that you haven't built yet. Why not buy it at 20 or 30, 40% off and just wait until the new release gets discounted later and just
Yep.
catch up,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah. Like I said, this was my first time doing a day one purchase. Otherwise I'm like, and like you said, I have a nice backlog, so I'll just build on what I have, and then if I see something that I just have to have, or if I see it somewhere else, like somebody just put me on to offer up, they're getting a lot of people on there. I feel like they don't know what they have. Maybe these are like parents selling their sons Lego stuff off while he's away at school or something. But there's some really good deals out there. Like eBay, I always find, especially the friend sets, and a lot of people sleep on the friend sets, but you can do some great things with those sets. And so
Yeah.
like the parts especially, so I find a lot of those. Like, I'm all about a deal. Amazon, like, I find so much good stuff on Amazon, Walmart.com. Like, I think a lot of people they go into the stores, which is fine, but Walmart.com, I have found some gems that people, I didn't know that they were like third party sellers that could sell on Amazon. Like, I guess it's like drop shipping or something. Um, but again, there are people like on there selling stuff, and I'm like, I always inbox them like, is this real? Like, is this really the price? And how many do you have at this price? Like, can I buy all five that you have? But like, I don't know. I'm like you guys. I like to shop around for a deal. And that's another reason I like Funhole. Like all of the new sets they come out with day one are like 25% off, 30% off. Like you can't beat that. Like it's not like, and you might run into an issue where they run out of stock and they'll email you like, hey, the supply did not meet the demand. But I mean, I'll wait if for the price and for the value. Like I don't mind waiting. So that's a good point. Like I don't have to have anything day one. Like I used to collect Jordans back in the day. Like I have a closet full of sneakers that I don't wear, but like I used to have day one Jordans, like, and it was just the thrill of being in the store and then being able to wear them to school and say I got them on day one, just little stuff like that. But no more, not anymore.
But
I'm not that
they
way.
don't really have that experience anymore, huh? About like camping
No,
outside and waiting in a line. It's everybody's got like bots set up online, just clicking and
right,
checking out from.
right. Or you
Kind of
have to.
takes.
There's like a lottery now. Like you can't even
Oh
buy
yeah.
them. Yeah, it's crazy.
Kind of
But
takes away
yeah,
the fun of it,
it
in my opinion.
does. You know how
It's
many people you meet in the Jordan line on day one?
yeah,
How many plans happen after you get your Jordans and you leave the store? Like it's a lot of good times, but yeah,
yeah.
they'll never know.
I guess that's why it's so fun shopping for Lego in store too, because every time I go to because I live pretty close to a Lego store, maybe like
Oh, nice.
20 minutes away. So every
Okay.
time I'm passing by, I don't need to buy anything, but I'll just drive by and stop by. And I
Yeah.
don't know, there's so many colors, so many people being happy. Kind of just feel like a little kid again. So
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's what I felt on that day. And I remember as a kid, like, I don't know if you guys were, my dad was like, we're going in this store. Don't ask for anything. Don't touch anything. Don't embarrass
Yep.
me.
yeah.
Yep.
Now we're old enough
So,
to actually buy stuff.
yeah, and
So
I think that's the problem. Like when I went in that Lego store on day one, I'm just looking around like, oh, I could really get anything I want. Like it's just like it's great. The energy in there is so crazy, and it was mostly adults. Like there was literally one child in the line, and he was there. He wasn't even old enough to appreciate it. He was there with his mom because she was getting something. Like,
wow.
but yeah, it's like all these adults just like living out their childhood fantasies,
Mm.
and it's just I think we all bond from that. We all had like the same trauma.
Yeah.
We're trauma bonding in the Lego store.
Oh man, that is a real thing.
Yeah, but it's incredible. And like now, that's I have a bad habit of like 3 a.m. online shopping, and it's really the mentality of who's gonna stop me. Like who's gonna say I can't buy this? Who's gonna tell me I can't have it? Like I don't know, it's weird, but yeah, I think that's a lot of us. It's like now we have the money to do it, and we're just
Mm.
like, you can't tell me I can't go in here and touch anything. I will touch everything. Like, might even buy something if I want it. But yeah, I feel like, and there was the little bricks and minifigs. It wasn't a bricks and minifigs, but they sold like Lego and trading cards and stuff like that. And I was the same way. Like on my way to the dollar store, I would just go in there I knew there was nothing new in there. There was nothing I
Mm.
hadn't seen already, but just to be in there amongst the boxes and the bricks and toys and just
Yeah.
I can come in here whenever I want and just stand around. Like, yeah, I feel that.
Do you shop at Bricks and Minifigs as well?
Yeah, I've gotten a few things from there. I want to say this nicely.
Yeah, I know people get
My
a lot of flack for that too.
Yeah, my first couple experiences were not great in the bricks and minifigs. I did go. I was in Florida for my birthday last year, and I found like a retired food truck that I wanted. I found a couple of minifigs that I really wanted, and it was my birthday. So again, I'm like birthday mode. I want to, if I want it, I'm gonna buy it. Like that kind of thing. I still didn't really see anything that like blew me away, but I don't really find a lot of bricks and minifigs that have a good selection for the things that I like to build, like 3-in-1s and modulars and stuff like that. Like they don't tend to have Ninjago sets, Monkey Kid sets. Like they don't tend to have that kind of stuff. So I haven't like I said, I would go in there and like do 3 circles just because I could and then come out. But I haven't really had the best experience in those stores. I think they're good for people that, use them and
Mhm.
shop at them, but it's just not for me, I don't think.
Yeah, it's tough when the the Lego branded stuff, like you said, Ninjago, Monkey Kid. dreams for the 18 people who care. That kind of thing.
I have a dream set in my backlog. Don't do them like that.
Not 19
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm one of them. I mean, I think it was the first set I built this year was a dream set.
Really? What'd you
I
build?
built the Midnight Raven.
Okay, that's a nice one.
It was really good. I really
Oh,
loved it. It was a fun build. It displays really well. It's way bigger than you expect.
really? Okay.
Yeah, it's big. Like I was questioning whether I was going to be able to put it anywhere.
Oh,
Safely.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed that. I like the darker sets, more villains, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
In Dreams, their villains are fantastic. They're so
Yeah.
good.
Have you seen the show?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's what made me get into it, because the first time I saw Dream Set, I'm like, what is that? Like, what are we doing? But when I watched the show, I'm like, oh, I get it. Like, so I went and bought the red panda, I think is the one I have. It's a
Do
Okay.
you guys like the show, the Dream show?
it's
Yeah.
good. You've never seen it?
Mm.
It's good. Why go and watch the first episode. It's super cute. Like, that probably didn't want to make you watch it, but
Where's this stream on? Is it on
Netflix.
on Netflix? Oh,
Yep.
I see.
Yeah, I think that's the last week. I think that's where I saw it was on Netflix. Yeah, because I watched that and I watched the Lego City cartoon. You guys watched that one?
I think I've only seen 1 or 2 episodes of it.
It's so cute. It's like it's. I watch it to go to sleep sometimes because it's like really feel good stuff. But it's good. I like it. And then you
Does
see
that
like
have
all
a
of the characters and stuff in there.
Does that actually have a running storyline?
No, it's a different storyline every, like, the characters are the
Okay.
same, and so like the doorman likes to help people, like the ideals are all the same, but it's like it's a different story every show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amnesia episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they're good to go to sleep on, if I'm being
All
totally
right.
honest, because it's like you're
That's
not
cool.
missing anything if you happen to wake up in the middle of one. But I like seeing all the minifigs in there, and some of the builds are there. It's super cute.
Hey, Brick City Time is here.
Big City Time. Hello, my friend. Yes, you need to check out
Be
the
on with
show.
us next time.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be on.
Yep, next week.
Oh, good.
Yeah, gotta push that set before the voting ends.
Yes. Yes, I agree. I was watching, someone was doing a review today about like the 5 sets that they think you should vote for on Bricklink. And I don't really like follow this person's stuff, but I watched to see if they were going to mention it, and they did mention it. And I was like this close to DMing them, like, you're giving out all this false information. You missed the best set on there.
Yeah.
But I try not to,
Yeah.
I don't want any smoke on I don't want that kind of smoke. So I was like, never mind. Somebody will tell him. He'll get it right.
I saw our Brick Fanatics post. I
Okay.
think it was like their top 15 or something.
Oh, okay.
And I went looking for exactly the same reason I wouldn't normally watch. And after 2 or 3, I'm like, what the hell even are these picks?
Yes.
And then I always forget his name, the Brick Fanatics guy, whoever he is. He elaborated on the story there that he was spotlighting the most unique things, like a plane with pizza for wings or whatever it was, and odd things. Like, okay, well, you don't want to be on that list anyway.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Yeah. The person I was watching, they kept saying, oh, I remember this from series 3. I remember this from series 2. Like, I don't. Oh, thank you for the compliment. I don't know. Thanks, MP Bazaar. But like, I feel like he was trying to boost ones that he had seen before that are now like back in series 7, like that. He didn't say that was his theme, but to me that was his theme, because every time, like, before everyone he introduced, he's like, I remember this one from XYZ series, and I'm glad to see it back. And I'm like, dude, they're not gonna make it this time either, but okay. That was so mean, but I was annoyed. Like, what, to your point, like, what are these sets? Like, oh, the carousel, I'm so excited about that. And I'm like, no one wants another carousel. Why do we need another carousel? Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I always feel so bad saying anything negative about these sets because they're so much better than anything I personally can
Yeah, I
build.
feel bad now. Like, I hope
Yeah,
nobody
but
takes this the wrong way, but
it's like it's it's great. It's really well built. The design is awesome. Nobody's gonna build it. I'm sorry. It's terrible, terrible.
I
But
I've only seen I have three Bricklink sets from the designer programs, but I haven't seen anything since I think I bought which one was the train station? I bought the train station and the Island House, and then the one right before that had the snack shop. Like those are the only ones that I have, but I haven't seen anything since then where I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. Um, and a lot of it is because it's castles. Like I'm not really into castles like that, and I feel like this last one was a lot of medieval stuff.
it, there's so much of that these days.
Yeah, there's a
And
lot of it.
if somebody gave me a really good like black castle, I'd think about that. But it's like the same reason I don't like Star Wars. It's so much gray. It's just flat. I don't know.
We're gonna get in so much trouble after this conversation. We're
Yeah,
gonna get shunned.
you guys are hurting my feelings this episode.
I'm so
I'm sorry, man. Well,
He's
you know,
literally sitting in a Star Wars vessel right now. We're
Yeah.
like, guys.
Hey, you guys are just calling a spade a spade. It's all right. I agree.
No, but I mean,
Well,
I've
no, go ahead.
I've talked about some of the Star Wars stuff. Like it's transport scythe, the Inquisitor ship
Yeah.
there, the black one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a black ship. That looked really cool.
Those are cool. Yeah.
Um,
The
the
E-wing
better, yeah. I mean, some of the
just
designs on those are great,
bring
but
some
not the
color.
gray ones.
Yeah.
You know,
I thought there was a black castle. I can't remember if somebody was saying it was coming or if that, but it was huge. And they were saying that one of the ways, because the Bricklink isn't accepting modulars anymore, and Brick Time explained to us that you have to have something like a design on all four sides, and people were saying like that's how that castle either was getting in or got in, but it was a huge castle. It was Dracula's castle or something like that. Something
okay.
Dracula. I remember
Well,
that
that's
part.
right up my alley.
Yeah, it was nice. Like even I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is nice," but I've never seen it again. Like I can't remember if they said it was already in a series or if it was coming to a series. Like it had already been like this was a while ago. But I don't see if you can Google it. If you can Google Dracula's Castle Bricklink or something like that. But it was nice. It was very, very nice. But it was like all black. It was very dark, but it was good.
Oh my word!
Did you find it?
Wow.
You found it.
I don't know if this is the specific one you're talking about, but come on, get these stupid pop-ups out of my way. When is this? Oh, okay. The one I just clicked on was from 2 years ago.
Maybe that might. Well, no, I don't know. I saw it on YouTube, so maybe the video was old. I don't know, but it was really good, and it opened wide, like in the middle, down the middle.
Let's see. This was okay. Yeah, this one opens up.
No, this one it was black. It was big. It was way bigger than that.
Ooh, I don't like this when it opens. This is just flat, nothing here.
Yeah, I like I like builds that are open in the back just so that I can have the opportunity to see how I can close them off. But I'm not a big fan of like leaving them open.
Let's see. Let's try a different one here. Look at this thing.
That's it.
That's it.
Yes. When you turn it around, does it close at the back? I think.
Wow, that's awesome, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Wow.
When is that from?
I have no idea. Let's see. Adventures in Transylvania.
Yes, that's it.
4,000 parts. Wow.
Yeah, that was a good
Hey,
one.
look at the sticker count, Ken. Yeah.
9.
Only
Okay,
only
well,
9.
9 for 4,000. Yeah, okay, that's right up my alley. I
Star
can't handle
Wars
stickers.
for Star Wars, we'd get like 900 stickers.
Yeah.
Did they come with a lot of stickers? I wouldn't guess that.
You know, it's funny actually. They'll have like gray bricks, and they'll have gray stickers for the gray
Oh
bricks.
gosh. I'm
Yeah.
like, I've never seen any stickers on Star Wars, but that's why.
Like, there's so many like inconsistencies with the grays, and it drives the Star Wars fans nuts. Just like, oh my god.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
not to
It's
tout Fun Hole, but they all of their pieces are printed. Like, I don't know if you guys have
all of
seen the
them.
Fun Hole sets. All of them. They don't have any stickers. The only stickers they have stickers for this new bus station, the bus stop, and it's so that you can personalize. They're graffiti stickers, and so you can personalize like the
Mm.
graffiti that you put up on the bus stop. But yeah, if you haven't seen that, it's on my page. Go check it out.
Yeah.
It's super cute. It's small, but it's good. They're
So
doing like this urban, like this city. I think they call it street fusion or something like that. Is this theme they have?
it's wild watching your feed and seeing some of the off-brand sets because they
Yeah.
do look really good. What throws me off is seeing, I don't know, like the bald studs because they don't have the
Mhm.
Lego print on them.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just because I've seen so many at this point.
That's what it
It
is.
just it completely throws me off.
Yep, that's
But
what
from
it is.
like the face of all the sets, they look great though.
The face and the inside, like some of the, and like I said, I built all of the Lego modulars except for like the Parisian restaurant, and I think there's one, the corner cafe. Well, I'm not gonna say all of them. There's a few I haven't built, but I built enough to know like the difference, right? And the inside, like, okay, I have the Funhouse steampunk flyer. It's like a flying club build, and there's so many details in there, and I'm like, I don't even know what this is, but there's just so many details in there, like the instructions for building the plane and the place to sit to talk through the plans and the plans on the wall. Like, there's so many details. It's just like as you're building it, it's like, oh man, the motel, oh my gosh, it's like the seediest motel you can imagine, but it's so good because we've all seen, like, we've all driven past at least this hotel where it's like, I wouldn't stay there, but they made it into a set and it's so good. Even like down there's like a bar at, all motels have a bar, and there's like a pool table, and it just looks like smoky. Like, it just looks grimy, but it's because of the detail that they put in. You actually feel like you're building a motel. Listen, I tout them all the time, and I always say they don't pay me. They don't even care that I'm talking about their stuff, but it's just so good. Like, it's just so good. There's so much fun to build. I did have one bad experience with them, and it was user error. Like, it was the first time I ever tried to build a set and you actually use the lights, because I used to just put the lights to the side. I felt like I wasn't there yet. But the first time I tried using the lights, like, I strung them all up and I thought I did it right, and they did not work at the end. And so I was mad, but the build was still great. It was the A-frame. They have an A-frame cabin. And it was still a lot of fun. So much so that I didn't build a Lego A-frame cabin. I still have it in my backlog. I'm gonna
Ah,
get a lot of flack for that, but I'll tell you guys that. How many people are watching? I can't even see, but
so what's my question there? So with the lights, how do those work? Are they individual strings and then you connect them at the end, or how do they set those up?
yeah, so as you're building, they're part of the instructions, and so they'll show you like how to string the lights, how to lay the bricks to string the lights through it. And they have, like, sometimes they have a strip where they all end up plugging in at the end, or you plug them in as you go. Sometimes they connect to each other, and then they have connectors, like, you know how when you're building and you're closing off the first floor of a modular, you have like the flat pieces, and then you have one or two with the little balls on them. The two with the balls on them will be connectors, so that when you connect the floors together, the lights connect. And so then you just have to plug them in. And they come with a battery pack, or you can use a USB connector. So they come with multiple ways to connect them. And I had never done lights before. Like I said, I built like 2 of their sets before I ever started trying to string the lights. But it's much easier than it looks. Like, I was very intimidated by them, but their instructions are really good. And I reckon I just gave away a fun hole set. I wish you would have. I wish I would have known, but I recommend them, and I've had people like buy them, and then I always want to know, like, what did you think? Did you like it? And I've not had anybody say this was horrible, it was terrible. I've gotten a couple purists. I won't put any names out there, but a couple purists have secretly built fun hole sets due to my encouragement. And I'm like, I won't tell them as long as you admit that it was a good build. And they're like, yeah, it was good. It's pretty good.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, if you haven't tried it, like I said, I won't tell anybody your secret. You can use my code. I won't even know it's you. Like, I do have a code for them because anybody can get a code, but I highly recommend them. And I recommend them. They're just really good sets. I've not had, they're just good. And the price, like, they have stuff on their website right now for 40% off, 25% off.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, even if you just wanted to try it and trash it after, like, at $60 for a set, like, you can't beat that with lights and no stickers and good quality bricks. The only difference, and I said that when I got the Tudor, like, to me, the quality of the bricks of the Tudor were a little bit different than like normal. I don't know if anybody else felt that way, but like, they just felt different. Not in a good way, like, not in a bad way. They're still really good bricks, but I had a handful of Tudor bricks and a handful of Fun Hole bricks, and you can't tell the difference. The only difference is the logo. Like, that's the only difference. Especially in their newer sets. I don't know if they struck a deal and got with the same manufacturer, like Lego's giving them bricks on the side. I don't know. But like, it's the quality of the newer sets, especially like the skate shop and the motel and the bus stop, like, and they do things that you wouldn't see Lego do. Like, Lego's not gonna put out a seedy motel. They're not gonna put
Yeah.
out a seedy motel, or like a skate shop with graffiti all over the wall, or like, they're just not gonna do stuff like that. And that's another thing I enjoy. It's very unique stuff.
I appreciate that. I mean, it's weird with Lego because they trip over their own rules all the time.
Yeah.
And like they can't put out anything related to war, but we still get Indiana Jones and some of the Captain America stuff, whatever. And how many Star Wars sets have guns, right? Like that doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense.
And they use guns, they just don't use them in the way of a gun. Like, they have
Yeah.
pieces that I didn't know that. I didn't know that about Lego.
Yeah, they have all kinds of rules, and like they won't give us Deadpool again because Deadpool is not family friendly in any way.
He's Disney,
Which
though. Like,
yes, exactly. Like he is still Disney.
yeah.
He's not any less Disney than Cinderella at this point.
Exactly. He's barely in there. He's on the old different side, but he's still Disney.
Yeah. I mean,
That's crazy.
So give us some of that stuff because you should, and we're gonna buy it. They have this huge 18+ line now. They're giving us these dreadful black boxes with no personality. It's
oh man.
And they have with all these botanicals.
Oh.
If you look up dried flower arrangements on Amazon, Lego finishes like 8 out of the top 10.
Yeah.
In dried flowers. So they're all over the adult market.
Mm-hmm.
Give us more adult products. I mean, nothing weird, but give us the seedy motel.
Yeah. Because honestly, like, when you think about Lego and the pricing, it's mostly adults, in my my mind and my experience, there's mostly adults that are building these, that can afford to go and buy these sets and are building these sets. Like I see a couple kids here and there, but like I said, on release day, like there were no kids in that store. Like there was nobody under 18. There was that one kid in the store. But that was it. Like these adults are buying it. So again, to your point, like give us something that we would like enjoy. And the record shop that Funhold just did, talk about nostalgia. Like I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember going into the record store, like the actual record store to buy vinyl and tapes and CDs and all of those things. But like, you can't beat that. I remember doing that like on Sundays with my granddad, just to go and be. He would be in there for hours, like just nostalgic things like that that we can relate to. Funhole is doing, and again, the quality of the bricks, I'm very impressed. Like I if I could send you a fun hole set, I would I would send you one just so you could see. Like the quality is just, I'm amazed at. I don't, like I said, I feel like somebody is dealing bricks out of the side of Lego's workshop or something. Like there's something going on because they're good. They really are.
Maybe they're getting them from the Mexico factory. With everything that goes on out there, I wouldn't doubt it all
Yeah,
that much.
I wouldn't doubt it, but something funny is going on over there. But and they, like I said, they I think they understand that they're catering to adults too a lot more. Like you don't see a bunch of really kid stuff on their site. Like if you were to go out there, there's not a lot of things that I would see like children wanting to build.
Yeah, I wonder. So they're on Funhole's on Amazon, and I know they have their own website. Are they for sale anywhere else?
I don't think so. I've only seen them on Funhole and Amazon, on their website and on Amazon.
So
And
I
you know
wonder.
how like you can find like the Mold King sets, or like, you know, some sets you can find in multiple places, like you said. But and I like, there's a designer, Oso Jang. I really like his stuff, so I've bought a couple of his builds. He doesn't design for Lego, but I found his a couple of builds in different places, and some of the brick quality is good, some of it is not. But like Funhole, I only find either on Amazon or Funhole. And even if you order it from their website, it's possible that it could still ship by Amazon because they use Amazon for
That's
shipping.
so funny.
Yeah.
Wow. What's
Yeah.
your code, Jen, for the fun hole?
Jim Builds. It's my
Jen
name.
builds.
Hmm.
Shoot, you might have
Keep that
convinced
nice
me.
and simple.
Listen, I don't even know. All I get is somebody use your code. Like that's all it says. It doesn't tell me who it is, so I won't tell anybody. If if after this I get a couple buys, that's fine. But listen, if you just go to their site, like I feel like there's something for everybody. There is no war. Like they don't have any like battleships or anything like that. General Gyms, if you're looking for like war sets, they have a lot of that stuff. But Funhold, it's so cool. Their stuff is so cool. Like
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna stop touting until they pay me. I'm gonna stop touting their stuff. But
Yeah, I'm on
Maybe
their
it's
site.
time.
Man, it's really nice. You have this one, right? The steampunk city bridge in the back right
yep,
there.
I have the Steampunk City Bridge. I have the Steampunk train station. I haven't built it yet. I have so many of their modulars. I have most of those. I don't have the first two modulars were their bookstore and their antique shop. Um, I heard some not so good things about the antique shop, but I don't know. I can't speak to that because I don't have it. But I have all of the other modulars pretty much, and then the steampunk theme, I have all of them except for the trading center.
Oh, I see. For the bridge in the back, did you add the lights to that set or did you leave it off?
I added the lights.
Mm.
That was, listen.
That
I
one
was
was,
so excited to build that thing. I did like two overnighters in a row. It was like a Saturday and a Sunday. I was so excited, but you have to be focused to get the lights right on that
mm.
one. I had to take them apart twice, but
Oh,
once
that's
you light it up,
terrible.
it was my fault. I was trying to multitask, and I'm not a good multitasker at
Mm.
all, so that was on me. But once you light it, oh my gosh, once you light it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you have a fun whole city, if you dim the lights and you have the light, man, that looks really cool.
Yes.
Really,
I'm
really
telling
nice.
you.
No knock to Lego. We're not
No,
trying
no,
to...
no. We're not talking bad about Lego at all. Now, I did a mock of a campground, and the two of the structures I had were fun holes, the A-frame cabin, and they have a campsite. um it's almost like, you know how you go hunting, and so you go like up in this structure. It's like a cabin on some stilts or something. Like, it was so cute, but like it had the water and the little camper, little silver camper that came with it. Like the details, you cannot beat their level of detail. I don't know like who their designers are, but wouldn't it be funny if the designers were like people that worked for Lego at one
Yeah,
point? And
secretly.
then there has to be some kind of affiliation, because to me, they just came out of nowhere. Like, I had never heard about them before. And then when they started doing modulars, it's like they didn't stop. Like, they came out with the bookstore, and then they came out with the antique shop, and then they just kept going and going, and they're still going. Like, they know what the people want.
Yeah. No, they look great. And like you
Yeah.
said, their price, they're pretty fair in my opinion.
You know what? Buy the newsstand. Like, if you don't want to buy a big one, if you don't want to start off something big, buy the newsstand. The newsstand was packed full of detail, and it was such a cute build. Like, that was the first one that I built for them, and it was on after that. Like, I had to have more. Oh, thank you. I see the thing going across the bottom. That's so cool. Thank you.
Well, I mean, that's part of what we're here for, right? Try to get you
Well,
some
thank
subs,
you.
get you going live over here. I don't know how much
Yeah.
impact we can have, but we'll see what we can do.
You'll get me. I'm at 26 followers right now on YouTube. So
26. Well, hopefully we
hopefully,
can get you something out of that.
yeah, I'll get to like 29. I'll be good. Like, get me 30 and I'll be happy. I don't care. I'm just excited. I wanted to ask. I didn't want to. I don't know. I wanted to ask, like, what made you want to have me on of all people? Like, I just feel like, I don't know. I just wanted to know.
I love your energy so much, and selfishly, I don't want to watch you on Instagram. I want to watch you on here
Okay.
because I've been.
That's fair.
You've mentioned it because then on Instagram you're trapped. Like you
Yeah.
can't. I lose full use of everything.
And that's what yeah. I'm trying to get my people that like my loyal friends that hang out with me on Fridays. I'm trying to get them to understand, like, I want to be over there so that you can multitask on your phone. And a lot of them don't want to follow me. Like, I'm also afraid of that. Like, if I go on YouTube, they're not gonna come. But I guess I can meet more people over here.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
if you use StreamYard, you'll be able to stream to both places at once.
Oh, okay.
And you can do that for free. You can use the free account and do that.
StreamYard, I think that's what Cool Han Luke Bricks, I think that's what he was telling me about, was StreamYard.
Yep.
And so
Yeah.
you go live on YouTube and Instagram at the same time?
Yep. Yeah. Most of the time, we didn't tonight because honestly, I forgot to click the button. Usually we're on YouTube and 2 different Twitter accounts.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
Apparently, I didn't even notice until right the second, but apparently I didn't highlight those ones for this. Yeah, I mean, it's real easy to use.
Okay. Maybe I'll do it on Friday. I'll just shock everybody. Like, and Friday might be the best time to do it because I don't know how many people will come. It's Valentine's Day.
Oh,
So
yeah, I forgot about
that. Did you forget?
Oh.
I shouldn't have said that on live, but
buddy, you got 2 days to get it together.
I'll join all the dads at the store, like lined up at the.
There you go.
Man, I'll be there right behind you.
Stopping by after work to get some flowers and cards.
Well, if you get kicked out, just come join me on live. I'll be there. I'll be on live for all of the people who forgot and have to sleep on the couch that night. I'll be there.
Well, that's the importance of having a couch in the Lego room. Right?
Yeah. I debated for so long. Like I had a food in my old space. I had a futon in there, and it was taking up so much space, like just space I could use for a table. And I finally moved it out, but I was sad when I moved it out because I'm like, now where am I gonna take my naps? Like, you don't sleep the same in the bedroom as you do in the Lego room, in my opinion. Like it's a different kind of peaceful sleep. So now
You
I
gotta
just
get
have.
a like a rollaway mattress for under your city. You just pull it out, good to go.
I need it because I like now I have this. It's like a papasan chair. It's like a big chair, I guess. I can like lay in it, but like the platforms are getting smaller and smaller as I go because I need them to take up less space. So a rollaway mattress might be next. A little cot I can just pull out.
Yeah. The who is it? Brixie, I think it might be.
Brixie.
He's got one of he's got one of those kneeling carts, so he can kneel and like crawl into his city and stand up in the middle of it.
Oh
They must
wow.
make a they must make a bed version of that, like a little cot on wheels.
I mean, I'm short, so I may be able to just use the use the kneeling pad. Who knows?
Perfect. Then you
Yeah, I
wake
don't
up, you
know.
stand up, you're in the middle of your city. Oh, it's
Oh god.
glorious.
So I need to figure out a layout, right? Like now all of my bills are just going in a straight line, which to me is so boring. But I guess that's how you do it. Like you build a way to crawl under the table to go. I always wonder like how do you manage the stuff that's like in the back?
Yeah, I mean, some people find ways to be able to stand up in the middle of it.
Hmm.
Uh, I think I think Emily, Emmasaurus, I think she actually climbs over.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
or
Okay.
maybe that was the last city set up. There's videos of her like climbing on the table.
Oh wow.
She's
I don't
nuts.
trust myself.
And like, no disrespect to her, like that's in a positive way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love it. Her city
Her
is
bit, her
huge.
yeah, and it's always fun.
Hmm.
Like whether you love the layout or not, it's like she seems to genuinely enjoy all of what she does,
Yep.
and it's hard not to get more joy from that.
Yes.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad she's full time and running it like a business, but still having a good time. And
Yeah. Because
it's a lot of
listen,
fun to watch.
that is goals, right? Like I say every day, like if I could just sit in here and make money as I build every day, that would be awesome. Like how can I do that? What can I do to to be able to do that? Like I think about that all the time.
I mean, she's the one to watch.
Yeah.
I think probably her, Danny, Bob, and Nicole. What is Nicole? Girl Bricks a lot.
Girl Big a lot. Yep, I follow her.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they sent her for all of that F1 stuff. She was traveling everywhere.
Hmm.
Unreal. And Danny Bob runs it like a business too, and she seems to be doing really well.
Yeah, my only thing is I'm trying to think of how to say this gracefully. Um Lego doesn't sponsor a whole lot of people that look like me, so I feel like I might have a better chance at going at it with someone else. And you guys
I
keep me honest. Like I just got here, so I haven't seen a whole lot of people, but
I wonder about that. Now, I think there may be more than you think.
okay. Okay.
Now,
That makes me feel
and I
good.
could be mistaken.
Yeah.
So Shy Time is my time.
Yep.
Familiar
Yep.
with him?
Yep.
He just got in, and he is the fourth or fifth Filipino land
Okay.
member,
Okay.
and that's like, man, what is the way? Oh, I'm not going to be cautious. They are. I
It's
don't
your
want to say
show.
like it's like. All right, everybody, humor me here because I don't mean any disrespect here, but that's like second tier minority.
Second
I
tier
think
money. Is that what you said?
minority,
Minority. Yeah.
and hopefully you get what I'm saying there. Like
Yeah. It's
there's no
closer.
good way to say that,
Mm-hmm.
but
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
yeah, like it's Lego and LAN is not just strictly 25-year-old white girls.
You said it. I didn't.
Yeah, no, and it is what it is, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
it's there is a lot more there than there was 5 years ago. I mean, they've spread things out a lot more,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I think some of that is fed by the algorithm, and
Okay.
what you look for is, or what you watch is what you're going to see more of.
Yep. That's very true.
So I'm going to look into it now because now
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
Prove me wrong, please. I would love to
Yeah,
see. Like,
yeah, and
and
I think I can.
yeah, now
I'm
there
going to
are a
figure
lot
that out.
of builders that look like me. I follow a lot of them, but I've not seen any land people. And again, I could just be looking in the wrong place. I do know that I'm not gonna name any names. I know a couple of guys that I think are sponsored by Lego that are African American guys. Um, they have a different style of live stream than I am even comfortable with, but I still applaud them. Like, I still follow them because they're doing a great job and they're representative of other people that build. Um, but I'm interested to see what you find. Like,
Yeah,
I want to see who else is out there.
yeah, yeah.
Do me a
I'm really
solid.
curious now. Yeah, I'll do some homework on that.
Yeah, I
So
would love to see.
one of the reasons Shy was very open about his application process, and he had
Hmm.
been rejected a couple times and talked all
Oh
about
wow,
that.
okay.
And his thing was, listen, it's nobody serves my demographic at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's the veteran community. I'm in a motorcycle club.
Is
It's,
it?
yeah,
Wow.
and like the real deal, where like they're violent and scary and all of the good stuff that they're supposed to be. You know, Eh, hey, all right,
Oh, thank you.
uh, yeah, and Shy's been through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's he's a vet, and
Mm.
he said, it's
Say less.
there is none of me,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so I would like to see my community represented,
Mm-hmm. Same.
and he ended up in there, and I think they're looking for a lot more than that.
Hmm.
So
I mean, and not for nothing, I've never tried. So I'm not gonna say like, oh, I've been rejected and I don't even know, like, I think the criteria is like you have to have 10,000 followers to start or something like that. Like,
yeah, I think it's
I
similar.
don't even have a tenth of that. So I still have a little bit of ways to go, but I am interested in supporting the people that are like, and I support everybody. I don't want to make it, you guys, if you know me, if you follow me, I support everybody. Like, I
Yep.
don't, but it is helpful and it's all about representation. So like, I was having a conversation with somebody about the friend sets, and they were saying that they didn't understand why they didn't just make all the friends people the same color, and like they have the yellow Lego bricks or the yellow minifigs. And I'm like, because it is helpful, it's for especially children to see themselves in the things that they play with, because it helps build their imagination to let them know that they can do whatever they want to do in life, whatever. And they were just like really adamant, like, it's unnecessary. And I'm like, that is a strong word to use, unnecessary.
Yeah.
But I think that they're not the only people that feel that way. And so I think people get a little nervous when they start to see change. And so for a long time I was like, maybe that's what it is. Like, Lego knows that they know who their core base is, they know who their target audience is for the most part. But there are people out there like me, and there was like a whole movement on TikTok where I'm like, oh my gosh, look at all these Black women that are building. Like, I cannot wait for this to take off. And it never really, like, it took off on TikTok, but then I was on Instagram and there's like nothing here. So I don't know. I hope that you can find some people that I
Yeah.
can, like, look up to, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it, but like,
I'm going to check around on that because I'm confident that I'm right. I could be
okay.
wrong. We'll see.
No, I
Uh,
I hope you're right. I really, like, genuinely, I hope you are, because that would open me up to a different. And again, I don't want anybody to walk away from this saying, "Oh, well, I don't," don't judge me for anything like that. But I just, it is helpful. Like, you can log on and see someone who looks like you all the time. Like, it's very rare
yep.
that I log on and see somebody who looks like me, and that's all I'm like. I want to support and like learn from them. Like, how did you get to be there. It's not, and I don't even know if I aspire to be a land necessarily because I enjoy building other brands so much. Like they might look at my, they might come look at my page like, no, no, you're a trader. We see you for who you are. But like, even if I could just be out there and like associate and like just build with people like of the same community, I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop talking because I feel like people. I don't want people to misconstrue what I'm trying to say.
No,
But
I don't know how they could.
yeah, okay,
Yeah, I think you're good there.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, see, that's said very well. I like this. Let the option be in the hand of the consumer. Yeah, I
Yes,
mean it's
yes,
and it like you said, Friends has done a great job with that,
yeah, they
and
have.
they've gone in directions that I never would have guessed. One of their main characters is missing half of her arm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They put a dog in a wheelchair.
Yep.
They've and that dog is adorable.
He is.
Uh,
He
what's his
really
name?
is.
Pickles. I
I
think his
I
name's
don't know his
Pickles.
name, but he's got the red wheels for his two back legs. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They did that. They put the cat astronaut really killed me. I love
I
that one.
haven't seen the cat astronaut, I don't think.
I wonder if do I have any nearby? I just bought a bag of them the other day.
I
It's
and
just it's tiny fat little cat in an astronaut costume.
that sounds cute. I have to look him up now. Now I have to see him. But like for example, I like sig figs. Like I trade my sig fig out. I but I have to shop at like five different places on eBay to get parts for my sig fig because Lego does not like carry them. I can't go to a pick a brick wall and find parts for my sig fig. And so like stuff like that is what I was trying to explain to this person. And I don't know if my message just was not coming across. I was saying some of the same things, but I think they already had their mind made up that it was just a waste of time. But like those are things that I just feel like Lego could do a little bit better with. Like
Yeah.
I
So
would like to be able to go to the store, go to a pick brick wall, and make a couple of sig figs that look like me.
yeah, it's at least they should make that stuff more available in their pick a brick online
Yeah, yeah.
because
It's
even
not there
that's
either.
not very good. Yeah.
Yeah. But I
That
mean
one
it's
even pissed me off.
yeah. Like I found and I guess Lego has they have to make it because like people are selling them. They're actual Lego parts. But I don't know. I don't know why they're not widely available like that.
So some of the like the third party printer companies, whatever, they actually get blank heads and print onto the blank
Ah,
heads. I don't know how the
okay.
hell they do it. That's above my pay grade. But and they're not cheap. I was
No, they're
looking at
not.
them recently. So my sig fig, it's just I cobbled it together just from parts around the house,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought the head was really good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, okay, well, it's the only one of this head I've seen, but whatever, I'll use that. Well, I went and looked it up, and I don't even remember. It was from like a Jurassic World set or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're hard to find, and they're like $3 a piece. Like I'm not paying $3 for a bunch of heads, like per head.
Yeah.
I must have 500 heads in the house, and it's the only one of those I have. Like, I give up. Pick a brick's got nothing that's even close.
Yeah, see, you feel my pain. I think I pay probably like well for the hairpiece. The hairpiece is definitely. I think I paid $1 per part for that, and then people only have like two of them or one of them, and so that's another thing where I'm like buying from multiple sellers. Um, and then like it's just a medium nugget head with glasses. Like that's what I use, and I don't know what set it came from or anything like that. But I found one seller on eBay. He had seven, and I bought all seven. I was like, oh my gosh, I have struck gold. That was the first time. The second time, I had bought them like two from here, two from here, two from here. But it's hard, man. And then I have to buy hands too because hands have to match the
Yeah,
head. Like it's got
yeah,
it's a I mean it's an interesting I love the fact that people want to trade and so buying them is not like as daunting, I guess, as I'm making it seem. It's not a daunting process at all, but it could be easier. There's opportunity for it to be easier. And so, yeah.
You should send one out to Brick Hive and
To
get your
Brick
sig
Hive?
fig. Yeah,
Okay.
get your sig fig in his Lego City.
Oh, I didn't know he did that. I've
Yeah,
seen a couple of his he does Good Morning Brickworld, right?
yep. Yeah,
Okay.
he's got a couple shows, and he does Instagram stories all the time, and
Oh,
there'll be
okay.
a couple sig figs just having coffee together, simple
Oh,
things like
nice.
that. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I have to look, I'll inbox him and see if he wants my sig fig. I'll let you know how that goes. But yeah, I've traded with a couple of people, like, and it's fun. It's always so much fun to get them back. Just recently, I traded with I don't know if you know Brick Maiden. She sent me hers, so I have my first Canadian sig fig. That was pretty cool. Um, but yeah, I've got like it's a fun process. I like to be able to trade, and I just started trading. I don't know who I think I am, but I just started trading like minifigs and stuff. So like CMFs, and I've gotten a couple of Muppet CMFs back, and I really like that. I like it more than I thought I would. Usually, like all my minifigs are I don't. I showed my minifigs on a live stream one night, and people talk so bad to me. But like they're in this big Ziploc bag because I wasn't utilizing them, I guess, the way that I should have been. But I like trading, so yeah, and it's helpful when I have parts that easily accessible parts that look like me because everybody wants a sig fig. Like that's the first thing people say. Do you want to trade? Versus my Dino CMF. Like no, people don't really want that from me. So yeah.
So you don't use your minifigures to populate your city?
Well, let me explain. So my city right now is just a really long street. So like I think like I don't know, probably like 40 modulars, 45. But they're just all lined up in a row. I wish I could show you, but you can't see. It's a catastrophe. But they're just all lined up. I don't have like I have enough tables. I have the space. I just have my brain when it comes to like putting together a city does not is not computing that at all. Like I'm so desperate. I had AI. I took a picture of my room and popped it in the chat GPT like create a Lego city and it spit something back and I was like I don't have any of that in this room. Like what did you see to make you come up with that? But like I'm desperate. Like but that's the little quirks about it. Like I don't like seeing the backs of the building, so I want everything to face the front, but still be in like the little four quadrants or whatever. Like I don't know. I can't. I want to be able to reach the back of the city because I like to move things around. And so how do I do that? Like I'm short. I can't reach 2 tables deep to push. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think I'm holding myself back. Is what it is. What
Yep,
it really is.
sounds like it.
Um, yeah, I don't know that if somebody were to do like a layout for me, I could follow it. Like I think I would be good at following it, but it's just like, and I've seen there are some people who have some very elaborate like blueprints, like actual blueprints of their city where they say this building is going to go here across the street from here and it's going to like I think those are phenomenal. I just my brain just does not pick that up.
I wonder, thinking about it, how would you have a city without seeing the back of any of the buildings?
So
How
I've
would that?
looked at a couple of people's builds, like a couple of like a lot of cities. When people post pictures of their cities, I'm like blowing up the picture like, "Oh." And sometimes they have like the four quadrants and so the backs are facing, I guess, each other. So like you have two buildings back to back,
Okay,
but and so the backs like are on the inside of the I call them quadrants, but everybody seems to have the same setup where it's like four buildings and then the street and then another four buildings and the street like
okay.
that's the most popular one that I've seen. And so that works, but like then how do you get to the back of the thing, like of the city?
Hmm.
And I've
Yeah,
tried like these tables in here, I've moved these tables around so many times and I've had builds on the floor like just while I'm trying to fix the tables and then I always end up the same way and I'm like, "Oh, this looks nice." But I'm like it's the same straight line you just had before. It's terrible.
Build a bridge. Get a trapeze system. That'll be fun.
A trapeze? Oh, like to
Yeah,
put
you
a.
just you just swing over.
You clearly, I barely. I'm very clumsy. I'm just gonna say that. Like, I can barely walk straight, and you want to put me on a harness above a table? Okay, good luck.
Well, then you could rebuild everything.
Yeah, well,
Save
I would
some
have
money and buy
to.
more sets. Yep.
I would have to. No more first day or no more day one sets for me, for real. I'm gonna be rebuilding my whole city.
Yeah, that I would imagine it would take a lot longer the second time too.
Well, I learned that building when I moved. I did a really good job at wrapping most of the things. So when I took it apart, I didn't have to do a whole lot. But like Ninjago City Markets, the one that has the gondola in the middle that goes up and down, I had to take a lot of that apart. Oh, Wally. Okay, see you Friday. I had to take a lot of it apart, and then I didn't package it right, and so I had to put it back together. And to me, putting the things back together from parts that are already together, you know what I mean? Like it didn't come
Yeah.
all the way apart, so some of it was still that is the hardest thing for me. Like it's like, where does this go? Like I just need to start from the beginning, just take everything apart. And I didn't do that, but it was like really hard to find like where in the instructions does this happen. If this is already together, then like, so it's not. I said all that to say it's not easy. It's not easy for me to put something back together again.
It's starting in the middle of the book and then trying to find the one piece that makes all the connections actually happen. Yeah.
Yes, that part. Yeah. What do you guys are giving away the botanical gardens? I have those
Yep.
in my backlog. There's a rebrickable mock that I've been saying I was gonna build forever, and I haven't done it yet.
All right, let's click on the wrong one here. Reload this. See if we got anything new we could add in before we go and spin a wheel.
Oh, I just figured out how to see the comments.
Oh yeah, we should have told you from that.
Oh man, yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
It's just getting so used to it, just kind of being there.
No, yeah, and next time I'm gonna join. Well, if I ever am invited back, I will join from a different device. Hi. Hi, General Tron Bricks. Hi. I just saw your comment. Thank you. Sorry it took me a whole hour and a half to get there, but I'm like, wait, are there people on? There's gotta be people on. How do I see
Yep.
them? That's the most
Yeah.
fun to me. Like I'm pretty introverted. Like I guess you wouldn't think it because I talk so much on the camera, but it's so easy for me to sit here and talk like with nobody in the room with me. It's much easier to do that than to like go somewhere and like talk to real people in, in the same room. But that to me is the most fun about the live streams, just like interacting with people. And yeah, I get excited. They probably are like, this girl has no life. But it's just easy for me to do it that way.
Have you? Well, you have. I know you have because you've talked about it. Recorded, done actual recorded video in the past. Do you feel like live is a lot easier than recorded?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even recording like reels, like when I like want to make an announcement, it's so hard. Like I have to do it like 30 times before I feel comfortable with it. Like, yeah, to me, recorded video is much, much harder to me.
Yeah. I don't want to say I can't because I'm sure I'm capable of it,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't do it. It's so hard. So hard. Like I've been dying to do recorded videos for ages now, and I
So like,
cannot sit in front of a screen with nothing else going on, nobody to talk to but like myself.
yeah, and that's what it is. It's like I'm talking to myself. This is so weird. And then like in the middle of it, it hits me like you're not talking to anybody. Like, what are you doing? but like I see people watch on YouTube. What I've heard is they watch people build like a lot on YouTube. Just I guess just somebody sitting there building, and I feel like that would go so left for me. Like I would just bust out singing or like things that I do when I'm alone in my own space. I would forget like the camera was on and something weird would happen. But I like, and there are a lot of people who do like, of course, who do the recorded videos, and they're really good. I get so it's intimidating, and I think it's to your point. Like, there's nothing else going on, so it clicks like you're talking to yourself. Nobody's gonna watch this.
I mean, if I'm home alone, it's silent. Well, I mean, I'll have
Yes.
music on and TV, but I don't
Yeah.
even talk to myself out loud with no camera running.
What?
It's just
I
all in
do
my
that
head.
all the time.
Yeah. So doing it, looking at a camera that's recording, it's just freeze up.
Yeah,
But
I
in a
agree.
situation like this, it took some time. I mean, the early weeks were rough, but
Yeah, you really?
uh, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It's we have a Lego investing group that we run.
Oh,
We just
nice.
got it privately in a Discord. And when I first started that, close to 2 years ago now, I tried doing group calls, and you turn it on, and it's just a bunch of black squares. Nobody turns their cameras on, so you're basically talking, looking right at yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It was awful. It was so bad. It's uh, like it's just curl up in a ball and die. It's like, oh,
Oh
what happened?
no. I'm pretty sure it
Yeah,
wasn't that terrible. We're our own worst critics for sure.
yeah, yeah.
But like,
That,
and I think what makes it easier for me to do it this way too is I work like this. Like I've been working for home from home for the last 5 years, and so all of my calls are virtual. I turn my camera on for every call. I know some people are like, "Oh my god, nobody wants to see you," but like I get excited to see people. Like, "Oh hey guys, like what's going on today?" And so I think that this is like everyday life for me. But then to your point, like when I'm sitting on a call, like waiting for people to join, I just turn my camera off. I'm like, I don't want to look at myself. I don't. Nobody wants to see this. Like, there's nothing fun going on here. But
I,
yeah.
I I have to turn the camera on right away because I'm just afraid. It's one of the kids left their underwear's hanging from one of the drawers or something stupid. It's I'm not going to find out until the recording's done.
Oh man. That's
Kids are nuts.
funny.
It's, uh,
Oh gosh. I
one
don't.
one of the one of the few videos I recorded ages ago. It's my oldest had thrown a toy waffle, and it landed in my creator fish tank. And I just happened to look up at the top of the column, and there was just a plastic waffle in the fish tank.
But that's funny. Like that's that you can't even make. You couldn't have planned that if you wanted to.
No,
I think that's
no,
what brings a little spice to
yeah,
it.
but it's God only knows what's going to happen. So I try to monitor what's happening in my surroundings.
Yeah, I only have like I don't have any kids. I have a dog, and the worst thing that's ever happened, and I don't think anybody heard it, was he has gas sometimes. It's really bad, and I always think like people are gonna hear that one day and they're gonna think that's me, but otherwise,
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's the most embarrassing thing that he does. That and snoring, but people, I don't think anybody's heard either of those. But that's funny. Like I always I like to see stuff like that, like people, kids just being kids, embarrassing their parents. I don't know why it just tickles my soul so much. Maybe because I don't have kids, so I don't I don't have to ever face that embarrassment. But it's so cute to see.
Yeah, they keep it interesting.
Yeah, see, yeah, it's fun. It's fun to like. I enjoy having children around. I do enjoy sending them home also, but I enjoy having them around for sure.
Yeah, I enjoy bedtime.
You
Yeah,
and every other parent. I mean,
yeah,
it's cool. How
yeah.
did you guys come together? Like, did you know each other before, or did you meet like?
We actually met on Twitter. Last year.
Really?
About, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Ken has had the Brick Dynasty group running for how many years now, Ken? Like 3?
May
4?
it'll be 2. May it'll be
Dang.
3. Oh wow, May it'll be 3, I think.
Wow.
Time flies.
So I only just started hanging out with Ken maybe a couple months ago. So not
Really?
not too long. So I just helped run the Brick Dynasty Twitter page.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
these YouTube live streams, they were initially just build nights. So we kind of just wanted an excuse to hang out and have the community build. One thing led to another, and we just started doing it every week. And now we're bringing on guests.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's been
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That kind of came out of, actually, that all basically came from Cool Hand Luke, I think.
Yeah. He might have been well, actually, Ryan might have been our first guest, but
Yeah, Ryan hasn't been here in a few weeks, which is a little
it
weird.
was like one of our most loyal viewers that was putting up with us from the beginning, where both Ken and I had no idea how to even click the go live button or whatnot. And so we just invited him on one night just to hang out with us. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta love the day one people. Does it ever feel strange to you guys, like, that people come and hang out with you every week? Every week, I'm always like fascinated with, wow, like people take time out of their schedule to come and just like sit and not even get on camera with me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm basically talking to them and I'm only seeing myself, but like, I feel like that's so cool that people join. It'd be very quiet if I wasn't here. That's funny.
Yeah. So, yeah, it is weird that people come and hang out with us, I think, but
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the community aspect of all of this, and I think there's a direct benefit to everybody involved.
Yep.
When more people come together.
Yep.
So,
I agree.
You know, if we can host that and help that a little bit, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it gives us a place to introduce new people to different crowds that they wouldn't have otherwise.
Yeah.
So I think that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I like creating I call it creating a safe space, but like a place where people can come and just discuss the things that we like to discuss. And, you know, if you guys have been on my live streams, they can get pretty random, but like, it's just fun to be able, I feel like people need it just like I need it. Like, just like I need something to do on Friday nights that doesn't involve going out and spending money. Yeah, people need it. So I'm excited. And I'm always like interested. Like, I thought you guys had been together, like you were a dynamic duo for years. I would have never guessed that y'all just like started doing this.
Yeah.
It's super cool. You guys
Not
got a good
yet.
thing going.
Yeah.
Saunders just jumped in and started posting some on Instagram and YouTube lately too. Just kills it out there. He's everywhere.
Yeah, I actually like making videos, but kind of to your point, I think what discourages me as opposed to live stream is you don't really have to rewatch the whole live stream. If you're editing a video, you got to rewatch yourself talking and you're like, oh my God, this is what I sound like.
Right.
And like, why am I stuttering here? Like, why did my head move here? It's like,
well, why did I say that? Like, that was so dumb. Yeah. I sound so lame. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like a recorded video, you want it so perfect, but on live stream, at least for me, I'm a lot more comfortable just being as raw as possible.
What comes up comes out.
Yeah. But a lot of these YouTube Lego channels, they kind of go faceless too. I mean, sometimes they just cut off the head and they just showing like a point of view of building the Lego.
Oh, okay.
But I guess people do like seeing an actual person in the video too. So I'm trying to. I was only able to film one. I mean, it is kind of hard to get like angles, and then sometimes you get so far in the build, you're like, oh crap, I should have filmed this and this part. I'm like, well, I'm already this far along, so
yeah,
something to get used to, I guess.
I agree. I used to film myself like cooking. Like I used to do a lot of cooking back in the day. And the editing was like, I used to love to film the video, but like you said, it's the editing, it's the watching the same thing over and over again, and it's like, oh man, I didn't put any seasoning on that, they're gonna think it's nasty. Like, I skipped the whole step, like, oh my god, they're gonna think I can't cook. And so then you got to edit over that to make
Mhm.
it seem like it was just one seamless product. Like, the editing is what, where I was like,
Yeah.
I just
And it's
can't.
especially like up here, like in your head, you have the idea what the edit's supposed to look like,
Yep.
and
Yep.
then you put it together like,
Like,
ah,
what is this?
it doesn't
Yeah.
sound too good on now that
Yeah.
I'm right in front of it. So at least
Yeah.
that's just how I am with all these like editing videos and whatnot.
No, it makes sense. Like, I used to hear myself breathing, like, why am I breathing so hard? Like, what is wrong with me? Like, I'm gonna put some music over that part because that was terrible. Like, it's all the little things that you nitpick. And again, it's because we're watching it back. Like,
Mhm.
I used to go back and like watch the live streams every like Friday night. I would just go back and watch it. Like, what could I have done differently? Like, how could I engage more? And after a couple of weeks, I was like, nope. Okay. Because I was like picking myself apart to the point where I was like,
Um,
I'm not going live this week. I refuse. Like, did you see my hair on that video? It was terrible. Like, now I'm just like, listen, people want to come hang out. You're going to get what you get. And then I'm
hmm.
going to post it. And I hope it turns out well. But yeah, I can't rewatch it.
Well,
It's a lot.
if I'm not mistaken, if you use CapCut, they
I
have a
do. I
lot of
used
like
to.
they have a lot of modifications to make your voice sound clear and everything too. So
Mm-hmm.
I've been messing around with. Thank God for CapCut because it's
Yeah.
so user friendly. Because I tried
Yeah.
Premiere Pro and I was like, oh my God, it's so overwhelming. I don't after so many tutorial videos on YouTube, I'm like, well, CapCut's so straightforward.
Yeah, it is. It's very easy. When I first started posting on Instagram, I used to do a lot of reels, and
Mm,
CapCut was like my jam. And then, like, they stopped boosting my reels. Like, I wasn't
mm.
getting any views, but then I would see people with pictures getting like 400 likes. And I'm like, well, I'm not shooting another video. Forget it. Like,
Yeah.
not doing that. I'm going to post pictures from now on. But I think, like, and even now, like, I just posted a reel the other day and it got like 60 views, which is good. Like, I saw something the other day, it was like, if people try to make it seem like 20 views or 20 likes is not a big deal, but if 20 people walked up to you in real life and said, oh, I like your glasses, like, how would you feel?
See, that's what I was telling Ken. This
Yeah.
new age of social media has us. The numbers are messing with our heads because
Mm-hmm.
I want to say usually we go live on Twitter and
Mm-hmm.
this number is pretty. Sometimes it's like in the hundreds.
Wow.
And I mean
I'm happy to get 25 people.
even like 40. I told Ken like hey, that's 40 people. Like
Yeah.
that's all. I can't even name 40 people on top of my head.
No, I don't know 40 people.
No, I think we're so used to these um, big accounts having like
Yeah.
1,000, and
Yeah.
it's just like wow, that's I mean 20 people, 10 people, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, like, I one night I think I got up to like 27 people and I was like, holy cow, I'm about to blow up tomorrow. Like, I'm going viral. Look at all these people in here with me. Like, all the people love me. Like, I was so excited. But then, like, and I get TikTok works a little differently. Like, TikTok will boost your video to
Hmm.
anybody, so anybody can
Mhm.
see your live. On Instagram, it's really just the people that follow you.
I see.
Which, when you think about it though, like, I have, I think, like 2,200 followers. If 10% of those people come and they want to spend time with me, like,
Mhm.
come kick it. Like, yeah, come,
Yeah.
like, come hang out. Like, but to your point, like, you go and you watch these other lives and there are like 40, 50, 60 people in there. Like, I don't know. But some of those people, I just convinced myself that most of them are bots and they're not real people anyway. And so,
Yeah.
like,
You
I
know,
move on.
I guess a good metric to base it off of is, how active the community is in the chat.
Yeah.
Which I've seen a few of your lives. Your chat, everybody is commenting like left and right with you. So
Yeah.
It's like, thank God, because if not, I'd be there talking to myself. But yeah, like, I don't know, and people enjoy it. And it's very weird to me. That
yeah.
I'm again, I appreciate it, I love it, but it's still very weird that they want to come
Mhm.
and hang out with me. But it's gotten to the point now where people inbox me like, hey, I'm not gonna make it this week, but I'll be there next week. Like, okay, like
Hey, that's cool.
right,
Yeah,
like
that's
oh,
awesome.
okay, have fun at your wedding. Like I'm
Mm.
excited. Like I don't know. Like I'm very thankful for it, but yeah, but and so and it but it does make me nervous. Like I think I had Manny. Manny was my I guess like my first big guest on there. Manny from Lego Masters. He was on with his dad. I don't know if you guys remember from season 1. Um but I had him come on just to talk about he that's when he did the bodega. He had just put the bodega out. And there were like 30 people in there. And I was like, holy cow. Like I kept saying my name, Jim Builds, like over and over again. Every Friday. We do this every Friday. Like I was so excited. And I don't there so and but mentally, like if I were in a room, if you put me in a room and 35 people wanted to talk to me, I would be under the table somewhere. Like I would not it would not bode well. Like public speaking I can do if you put me like on a stage away from the people, but like just in a room having a conversation like around the table, count me out. And so like I had to like put some perspective on that. And to your point, like 30 people, I can't name 30 people. Like
Yeah,
not 30 people that I want to be in a room with.
yeah,
Like,
that's
no.
it's a lot. I really think
Yeah.
social media has done a lot of great things for us, but it's kind of messed with our expectations or
Our
like our reality.
perspective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
man, that's a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody's taking their time on a random Wednesday night to watch us talk about Funhole and Lego.
Exactly. And you guys, at least you guys are like during the week, so I could see that like people will have time to just. I'm on Friday night and Saturday afternoon. Like, who wants to come and just sit in front of the phone on a Friday night at 9 p.m.? Like, but every week I get people. I hope I'm not jinxing myself, but like every week I get at least 10 people to come and hang out with me, and I think it's so cool. Like.
Have you tried going live on a weekday, or do you always go Friday and Saturday?
Um, right now I only go Friday and Saturday. When I first started, I did like a Tuesday night and I got 2 people, and then I did
Mm,
like a Thursday night and I got a couple people, but I don't even know what made me say I'm going to do this. I think I did it one time on Friday and I was like, "Oh, people will come." And it was like 7 people. But I
mhm.
was like, "Man, that's 7 people. Last time I only had 5. Friday is the day."
Yeah, yeah, everybody's home.
Yeah, and then I have to do it after my nap. So like I take a nap after work. Like lately, it's been every day. But like I'll sleep and on a Friday, like I'll sleep for a couple hours, and then I stay up and build like most of the night. And so I was like, well, if I'm gonna be up anyway, and I'm refreshed now because I just had a good nap, like I'm gonna go live, and it's working. Like I'm always concerned. I always get worried, like somebody else is gonna start doing it on Friday nights, and they're gonna take my people. But I don't know.
Might
I
just
can't
be
think like
somebody to
that.
collab with. Who knows?
Yeah,
If it
yeah,
ever does come.
yeah.
Are you planning to do? I know you're talking about like doing YouTube simultaneously probably this week. We were
Maybe.
talking
No, I didn't
maybe
say this week. That's a lot of pressure.
you
I
just
did
gotta
not
you
say
just gotta send it though. You just gotta do it. We were talking actually. We might need to start learning how to add Twitch onto the live stream too, because
Yeah.
I
yeah.
mean, just try to attack as many platforms as possible, in
I
my
don't know
opinion.
anything about Twitch. I hear about it, but is it for
Uh,
gamers, right? Like
I guess people game on there. Some streamers just hang out and talk on there. I don't know.
really?
People watch anything nowadays, if I'm being completely honest. So
Yeah, yeah.
That's so
There
true.
is a Lego community over there.
On Twitch?
Yeah,
should be.
yeah.
Hmm.
And if
I
there
think it
isn't,
was.
hey, we might have to start it.
I
Yeah,
know.
they started
I
pulling in
want to.
land members like a year ago, and kind of teed off from there.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Oh,
got it.
Thunder's
Like
Bros.
I feel like I'm kind of boxed into Instagram because that's where I feel the most comfortable. Like I don't know how to tweet. Like I don't know. I don't get Twitter. But is Saunders frozen or is he just taking a
Yep.
long blink? Okay. I'm like, is he just blinking long? But
Yeah.
like I don't this is the only platform that I'm like super comfortable with. Like I know how to use it. I feel good about it.
Yeah.
So it always makes me nervous to like think about going somewhere
Somewhere
else.
else.
I
I
tried TikTok a little bit, but like my stuff never took off over there.
too much. Yeah. I guess that's the thing. It's like they say you should be on all the platforms, but at the same time, it's kind of overwhelming if you're by yourself managing like 5 different
Yeah.
platforms,
And who is
5
they?
different.
Like,
Oh
I don't
man,
know. Like, it's always they say. Like,
yeah,
they say may
5.
not.
I don't know. It's at least for me, it's overwhelming. Like even doing
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 accounts, and you're getting notifications like, oh my god, like what do I do
Yes.
now?
I have a personal Instagram account. I have a work Instagram account. I have my dog's Instagram account, and then I have my Lego Instagram account. And that is like
Yeah.
I haven't posted anything for my dog in so long. So I'm like, look, it's either me or you, homie. Like I can't I can't do both. Like my personal Instagram, I don't even go over there. People are like, I go over there and I have messages from like last year, happy birthday, and I'm like, oh man, okay, I need to come back over here more. But to your point, like it's a lot. Like there's a lot to try to like function and manage all at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why I thank God for Saunders.
Yeah.
I mean, how many? I don't even know. I have an account. Brick Dynasty has an account on every social platform,
Wow.
and I have personal accounts
Even
on
Facebook
Brick.
too, right, Ken?
I think I started. So yeah, on Facebook I screwed up with Brick Dynasty, and I started it as a person instead of a page.
Oh.
But however I did it, it was wrong, and I did it in such a way that you can't just like one click fix it.
I see.
So I need to start that from scratch. I hate Facebook anyway.
I
So
never go on Facebook. I go on Facebook strictly because my mom has Facebook and she refuses to get Instagram, and I like to show like so. But all of my the only thing I post is the same stuff I post on Instagram. You know how you can click the little slider to have all of your posts go to Facebook too. If it's
yep.
not, that's the only interaction I have on, and that's like I go over there and I have like cousins and uncles and all these people, and I'm like, who like. It's weird over there.
It's like
It's
a different.
weird.
I don't know. Yeah, it feels like a different timeline on there.
Yeah, like a different time in place. Like I don't know. And then I try to get it. Like I try to go through and scroll and see what's over there, but there's always some like dramas. I'm like, I don't have
Yeah.
time. I don't.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
drawback of social media too.
Yeah. Yeah. I like with everything that's going on. I don't watch the news. My mom gets on me about this all the time. I don't watch the news. Like I barely check the weather. Like for just my mental health, I have to like because I am an extreme overthinker, and so I'll sit and just dwell on something and just go down these dark rabbit holes that just are not healthy. So I legit like I stay in my little Lego bubble. And if I see something on my little Lego bubble that I don't like, I just block the person and move on. Like I'm in such a happier space that way. But
Gotta
like
protect your
Facebook,
peace.
yeah, listen, at all costs, by any means necessary. But like I go on Facebook and it's not that same little bubble. And so there's just so much stuff going on over there. And I'm like, it's yikes. Like it's scary over there. I need let me go back into my little comfort zone. And so I'm on Instagram way too much. Like if you look at my screen time, it's probably stupid. But like I just try to feed myself as much good, positive stuff as I can. Like even when the little beefs in the Lego community happen, I'm like, come on now. Like why are we doing this? Like
Yeah.
we're playing not for nothing. We're playing with toys. Like we are adult people enjoying playing with toys. There should be no beef. Like what are we fighting about? What are we arguing over? Like yeah. But I don't know. It's very healthy for me to just like stay in my little zone.
That's the best way. It needs to make you money, make you happy, or it doesn't need to happen.
Yeah, just forget. And that listen, that's another reason why I'm solo, and in life in general is because I have to protect my peace. Like I cannot have any interruptions, and it could be anybody. My mom, my brother. Like I will just go ghost for a couple months, and I'm like,
Hey, yeah, that's
I just
fine.
need to be alone. Like
You
just
know,
I need to.
a lot of those big creators, maybe not Lego specific, but just in general, they post their content, and on their timeline, they'll probably just have like 3 accounts that they regularly check up their friends, and that's it.
Yeah.
And they're just like completely detached from everything. Maybe check like a few DMs. But there's kind of off topic, but I'm a bit of a weird nerd where I like to watch like those guys go camping and like van life or whatever.
Oh,
Not
van
that I
life.
mean,
I love the
yeah,
tiny homes and the school buses, and I
yeah,
love
maybe.
that.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it, but I just like watching it, just living through
Yeah.
other people's lens. There's a guy, Outdoor Boys. He just goes
Okay.
out and he does like camp camp survival by himself in Alaska and
Oh,
whatnot.
nice. Oh, he
And then he
freezes.
freezes.
I
Come
know. I'm
on,
like, she's getting good.
get out of California.
Is he? Is that where he? Well, like, where are you guys? I didn't even ask.
I'm Boston
To
area.
keep his family. Oh, sorry, I froze. Yeah, I'm out in California.
Oh, nice. Boston and
Yeah,
California. You're on two totally different
I
sides of the
know.
map.
So whenever we do like the midnight releases or like midnight sales, we're like in 2 completely different time zones. So I'm over here like celebrating at 9 p.m. Like, yeah, let's go. We got a discount. Ken's like,
Meanwhile, Ken is like, I'm tired.
dude, I gotta wake up in like 5 hours to go to work.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Oh, sorry, but what I was saying was that he has like a big channel. He turns off all the comments, so his family is completely detached from his online persona. He doesn't have to deal with any criticism or anything. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. You
Yep.
kind of just post and do what you got to do and get to enjoy your life away from fame with your family. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
You
it is
sometimes you have to
overwhelming,
disconnect. Yes.
and the internet is like a crazy
A
place.
dangerous place.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a very
Exactly.
weird place.
Yeah, and I learned that about myself during the pandemic. I think everybody else, I was like everybody else, we all flocked to TikTok. Like I flocked to TikTok. When I tell you, like, it was so bad that I was like living my life like I was filming a TikTok video. Like I was doing both voiceovers for making my cereal. Like it was just dumb. But like after that, and then I got caught up in like the follower count and
Mhm.
oh, I should be doing this video. And if this person can do this video, then I should be doing it too. And I was putting so much pressure on myself that after a while it was just not fun anymore. Like I started to feel bad because I was not doing like creating content and stuff like that. And then like I don't know, that went on for like a year and then I had to come out of it and I didn't do social media for a long time. And then I started cooking.
Mm.
And then but I even that like I would cook and I would record the videos and I would edit the videos and I would post them and I wouldn't go back to them. Like if you liked them, you liked them. People would say, "Oh my God, you should do this more often," and I'm like, "Ah, maybe I'll cook tomorrow, maybe I won't." But even then, like when people start saying, "Oh, I love this," I'm like, "Man, I guess I should cook today." Like, what am I gonna cook tomorrow? What am I gonna cook the next day? Like, and then I have to do the video, and it doesn't become fun. And
Yeah.
so I think this is the first time that I'm really like enjoying doing something that I enjoy. And I post it. I pre-schedule my posts. I probably shouldn't say that,
Hey, no,
but
no,
I
no.
do. I do. I went and found like what time are my followers the most active, and I try to post. I schedule my posts like the night before or 2 nights before,
Mhm.
just because I don't want to deal with like what if I don't get a lot of likes or what if I and I'll schedule it like 7 o'clock in the morning. I won't go on Instagram till like noon. It's just you have to find a way to like really protect your peace. If not,
Yeah.
like I said, I overthink everything. So like, and when we're done here, I'm gonna overthink this whole conversation. Like, man, I probably shouldn't have said some of that stuff.
No, no, no. You're okay.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. It's just how my brain works. But again, which is why I'm so protective of like the things that I consume and the things that I watch. Now I say that, but like. I love Dateline and like murder mystery podcasts and all those kinds of things. Like, oh, there's this guy on YouTube. His name is Mr. Ballin.
Mhm.
He tells like spooky stories. I think it's called Strange and Weird or something, but like they're like really crazy stories that you wouldn't think are true, but then they're true, and like he gives all the facts behind them. One night I had to watch like 30 of his videos and I could not sleep that night. Like I lived by
Oh,
myself and
man.
I was like, nope, I need all the lights on. Like I need, where's the dog? Like you need to come in here. Don't be roaming around the house tonight. Like, I can't, like it's crazy. But if you like, he's really good to build to because he's a really good storyteller. So sometimes I just turn him on in the background.
But it gets to you sometimes, huh?
Yes, it's like creep. It's like campsite stories, like campfire
Campfire.
stories. Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. And some of the stuff, like, yeah, you'll be thinking about it after, like, what the hell was that? Like, is that real? Like, yeah, some of the stuff is crazy, but it's good. It's good, and like, so I say all of that, like, I protect my peace, but then I, you know,
Go out and watch
yeah,
that.
true crime is my jam. I watch. There's a channel on Roku TV, and I'm like, I never watch Roku TV, but there's a channel, and it's all Dateline, like all day, like 24 hours. I'll turn that on, like, and go to sleep to it. Like it's it's weird, but I don't know. Other than that, like I really do protect my peace. Other than that, I'm a pretty happy person. Yeah.
It's so fine. Yeah. All right. I'm going to
Man.
refresh this one more time and see where we're at, and then we will spin a wheel.
Oh yeah, we've been talking for 2 hours. So
I just looked at that. I'm like, this is the longest I've
Yeah.
ever been live anywhere.
How long do you normally go live on your
An hour.
an hour?
Yes. And I like my social battery. I don't know what it is with you guys. Like I just
Hey,
very
yeah, we'd love to have you again too, Jen.
yeah, I'll
Yep,
come back
absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's.
I like the pictures that like flash in the background. I think
I
that's so
know,
cool.
yeah. Did Derek
So,
make those again, or?
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Derek he's kind of part of the Break Dynasty team. Not kind of. He is part of the Break
Okay.
Dynasty.
Okay.
He designed our logo. He designed this shirt,
Oh, yeah.
a bunch of other stuff in the merch shop. And I asked him if he could build something for our show I could turn into a video
Mm-hmm.
that is basically just a lot of the shirt images on a wallpaper.
Mm-hmm.
When there's only two of us, they alternate the four corners, and this way you can't see them.
Oh.
But I got a couple more I could add in there soon too.
You have a
And
merch store? I want to be like you when I grow up.
so the deal with the merch store is very early on, Derek came up with the logo, and that would look awesome on a shirt. And
Yep, it does.
he made that happen. I said, listen, so here's the deal: you do our design work, 100% of our merch money will go to him.
Wow. Wow.
So anytime somebody buys any of our shirts or anything like that, he gets all of the money from it.
That's nice. That's a good deal.
Not to make it sound like he's making any money, because really, how much is he selling realistically?
No, but I mean, it's still,
But
you could sell 3 shirts and it's more than what he started with that day. Like,
yeah,
it's,
No,
yeah, there's still money in that.
you would love him, Jen. He does a lot of mocks. And
Really?
oh my God.
What's his name?
I don't know if he's on
Good night, man.
Instagram. Tadashi Roll, is he on Instagram?
He may have opened up an account under that.
Where is he in like otherwise? Like
Twitter, you could find him.
Does Twitter
Yeah,
have like a Lego community? How is that
Very
even
small.
possible?
Very small.
Very small.
Yeah, not like Instagram, to my understanding.
Okay.
I think we can like name everybody that's over there.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's Jay from Jay's Brick Blog is over there. Penn Plays, Ash and Flash. Brick Fanatics isn't actually there. They just auto post.
Oh, okay.
Here's his like he
like
made
Oh, it's a little puppy.
crypto brickhead. So yeah, he's been going on like a brickhead tear, and he's really good. I think he's trying to make me like a Doctor Doom from like Marvel. But,
nice.
He just gets inspired by whatever is popping in pop culture or in the box office, and he'll just make something from scratch. I mean, he even made a lightsaber just from looking at the photo. And I was like, man, this guy Derek he's no joke.
Yeah.
He needs to make Ken always tells him he needs to make like an instruction booklet for his builds and post it.
Yeah. And sell them on Rebrickable. People like me would buy them all the time.
Yeah. And he's got to be one of the nicest people on the planet.
Oh,
like
that makes
really
it even
good
better.
quality guy. It's a good guy, good dad, good husband. Just awesome.
Great guy.
That makes me want to support people even more. When I realize like you're a good person, I'll go hard for you.
Shout out Derek.
I'll go pretty hard for you. Yes.
I don't know if Derek's watching, but shout out you, Derek.
Yes, shout out to Derek.
Derek is basically Brick Dynasty day one. I think he joined on like the third day or something.
Oh, nice.
And I think it was on like day 5. I gave him free lifetime access. Like, I don't ever want you paying for anything ever. You just can't.
So, tell me about Brick Dynasty. Like, is it just that is it something I can subscribe to, or what? Like,
so, Saunders, you got a good way to summarize this yet? Because we have too many words.
Come on, give me your elevator pitch, Saunders.
It's kind of taken on 2 different identities. So I'm fairly new to his to Brick Dynasty, but just the way that I've been posting about it on social media, it seems to have taken like 2 different personalities. One side is, the investing side that Ken was talking about. But the other one that it seems like a lot of people are taking favor of is, we all kind of know how expensive Lego has become. So we're trying to be like the one-stop hub for all Lego fans to go to find the best deals. So instead of having to wake up and go to Walmart or Amazon or browse around and looking for deals, you would just hop into the Brick Dynasty app, and whichever set that you want to buy, you can add it to your wish list and you'll be notified of sales. So we're working towards that, to the point that you don't even have to check retailers anymore. You could just go to Brick Dynasty and boom, you'll see where all the best deals are, how much people have been paying for it, keeping like track of when it's going to retire or when's a good time to buy it. So that's kind of like the approach that, to my understanding, how we've been marketing it.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people...
I've seen your app before. I'm ashamed to say that. I've seen the app. I saw somebody talking about it one day, and they were like, oh, you go on here and it'll tell you, like, you don't even have to go into the store. And I'm like, you don't have to go to the store. Tell me more. Like,
So I saw your response there, and I'm not capable of wording it in any condensed manner that doesn't sound like a sales pitch in like a typed response. I don't like doing the salesy thing. In the app,
I appreciate that. Don't sell to me. I don't like being sold to.
We have a feature in the app that unfortunately we have to charge for because it's expensive for us. Any set available on the market that's carried by Walmart or Target, in our app, one click of the button will tell you the in-store price and availability of the 50 closest Walmarts to your location.
That's worth paying for.
Well, and it's the app for Walmart. It's the actual in-store price. So whatever it would show up on the poll, it shows up in our app exactly that price.
Okay.
For Target, it only gives you the general price, not the in-store price, but it does give you very accurate quantities, and it gives you aisle numbers, backroom quantities, things like that too.
Yeah, listen, get me in Target, I can stay in all day. But Walmart, I need to know where I'm going, what shelf is it on, what row is it in. I'm just gonna go get it and I'm going home. But like Target, I can be in Target for hours.
That's a dangerous game to play with Target.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
And
I have to look. I have to download your app. How is it, like $30 a month, or what is it like?
For the stock checker, it's 15 right now.
Oh, okay, 15 a month.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And the best way to use it might be. Are you using how's it called? Lego Deals subreddit there? Use that at all?
You lost me at subreddit. I've been on
Okay.
Reddit accidentally a couple times, but I don't
Okay.
know.
All right.
I don't know anything about it. So no, I'm
So,
not using that.
all right. So there's clearance cycles, right? Clearance doesn't happen in any real quantities all year
Hmm.
long.
Hmm.
If December, January, it's June, July, like the hottest areas.
Hmm.
If you're specifically using it just to look for clearance sets to pick up for yourself, those would be the key times to use it,
Okay.
as opposed to, I mean, I'm always for people, coming in for a whole year.
Yeah.
Those are the best. Those are the best months to actually use it.
Okay.
And we have it set up so what you find in store, you can share in the app. So you could, oh, I found, I don't know, whatever. It's one of the new Mario Kart sets
Yeah.
on
Yeah. Yeah.
clearance,
Okay.
40% off. You can announce that in the app.
Oh, cool.
Everybody else will see, oh, they found it at this price. I should check my stores too to see if there's a discount.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
community sharing, and you could see what everybody else is getting. Help, help a friend out, that kind of situation.
Yeah. Okay. I have to look into it. I like
Yeah.
that. I like the idea. I like new innovative concepts for things. And I also like things that make life easy.
Yeah. The
I
free,
will pay for something that will make my life easier.
but the free features of the app too are, I think, are pretty helpful. Like, what's it called? The collections tab, so you can kind of keep track of everything that you've bought
Hmm.
at at whatever price, or you can make a wish list on what sets this year you want to target to buy. So those are all available to free users. So technically, we're just trying to make it usable for everybody to be able to,
Yeah.
especially like retirement lists, because people sometimes it's hard to keep track on when it's going to retire because they keep updating it throughout the year. So
It is
Yeah.
very
And
hard, and I always find out by accident. Like the Ninjago sets, the gardens and the markets.
mhm.
I bought those out of fear because I was like, nobody can tell me when they're gonna retire, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
get them before they go. Like, but yeah, that alone is helpful because a lot of the sets, like I know they go on sale when they're about to retire, and
Mhm.
I missed out. Like I really enjoy Monkey Kid. I don't know if you guys have ever built a Monkey Kid set, but they're so
Yeah.
much fun. I wanted, I had the East Dragons, the is it the Dragons of the East? It's the East Dragons Temple, something like that. I had it in my cart on Black Friday and it was $134 and I'm like, oh hell yeah, like I'm gonna get this. And the website shut down and then it went out of
Mhm.
stock the next day and then it never came back, so I didn't know that it was actually retiring. Like I was just like, oh my gosh, this is the best deal. They've had it on forever, like it's been in my cart forever. And I got kicked off. I said I will never. That was this past Black Friday. I said I would never shop another Black Friday on Lego online because I am scarred from them. But
That's
had I known, if I said all that to say, if I would have been able to tell like when it was gonna be on sale, like when it was gonna retire, I probably could have gone in before that and just got it. But
that's funny. We went live for Black Friday, and sorry, Ken, but Ken
yeah,
went. We were live, and he was trying to get the Ninjago City Gardens. I
mm,
don't know what happened. I mean, there was a lot going on. The chat was going crazy, and I was talking crazy, and I think Ken was trying to get ready to go to bed and just buy this Lego set.
mm-hmm.
Somehow he bought Ninjago City Markets, and it wasn't until like halfway through the stream he was like, "I think I bought the wrong set."
They're both really good sets if you build them. I
Yeah.
don't know if you bought them to invest or not, but if you build them, they're both really nice. Sorry, my
I
lips are dry.
I think he
yeah,
wanted the gardens because it was on sale. I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
it was. It
Mm-hmm.
was cheap too.
Oh man, yeah,
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
retired after that.
Yes, it
yeah.
did. And
Yeah.
so, and the annoying part was, I forget what it was. It was like the next day or 2 days later. Uh, when it shipped, I just saw the receipt in my inbox real quick. Looked at it like, oh no. They well, I said, oh no, because they didn't give me a discount.
Oh.
That's all I saw was that the price was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I called Lego and I talked to somebody. I'm like, no, they give me the wrong price, blah, 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 whatever. They're like, well, we're going to have to call you back on this, which I thought was odd.
Wow.
So
Okay.
they call me back and they're like, yeah, so you're looking for a discount for a set you never bought. I'm like,
It's
what are
right
you
here. What
talking
do you
about?
mean?
Yeah. And they're like, no. You're asking about the gardens, but you bought the market. I'm like, no, I didn't. What did I do?
Oh
Because
man.
yeah, because that night the website was freezing,
It
everything was
was
going wrong.
crappy.
Yeah, it was so bad, and I was so mad because I was trying so hard to check out. Finally, I dumped my cart, reset everything, and went back in
Went
and tried to buy it
back.
again. And I was just in such a rush to get it and go. I put the wrong set in my cart.
Man. That's
Yeah.
I feel your pain.
Oh,
I feel like, and I, like I said, I bought them at the same time. I didn't even want to open the gardens because I was like, I love this set so much. I don't want it to be over. Like I loved building the markets and the city. The only reason I built the gardens is because of the new one that's coming in March. And I'm like, okay, I'll have another fix coming soon. But like, I wanted that temple, the temple of the East Dragons. I wanted that so bad. Just like it would complete my Monkey Kid collection, and now it's like $700 on eBay. I'm not paying that when it was $132. Like I'm not. I refuse. Yeah, people
yeah.
are like selling it for crazy amounts. I finally found. I wanted the Heavenly Realms, and for the longest time, everywhere I was looking was like $400, $500. And I found it. I still paid more than what I wanted to pay for it, but I found it on eBay, and that was another one where I sent the guy the message, like he had pictures up, and he was like brand new inbox. The box just has a little bit of shelf wear, and I don't care about the boxes because I plan to like build them anyway. It's not like I'm gonna leave them in the box, but like I messaged him and I was like, dude, like don't play with my emotions. Is this real? Like, are you selling this? Like, can you send me a picture of it? And he did, and it was like it was the lowest I had seen it. And I was like, I'm just gonna do it. But like the gardens, the East Gardens, like the price that they want, I just can't, like I can't see myself paying for it when I know for a fact that it was $132. Like I don't want to pay a penny over that. Like I just, because I already know. But yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna find it anywhere. Maybe you guys can help me. Maybe I'll
I'll
get you
keep an
the
eye out.
official name of it and you can help, because like yeah, I really want, like that would complete my Monkey Kid sets. And I should have bought it when I saw it, and it was like, I want to say it was like 150 something. And I was like, it'll go down one day. It's not gonna retire anytime soon. That's what I kept telling myself. Like, it'll be here. Nobody's buying Monkey Kid like that. And it was gone.
Oh, hey, there he is.
Brother from another mother. Jim paid me to come here. Oh my gosh, I did not. He's always saying, oh my gosh, no, I did not pay him to come here.
That's so funny.
I'm glad he came on after we talked about the cooking channel, because he found it and he was like, oh my God,
I
y'all
knew
have
he
to
was
follow
coming.
this. Yeah, he found it. And then he came back the next week and was like, oh my God, y'all have to follow, but not the Lego channel, the cooking channel. I'm like, oh my gosh, let's cut it out. He's a lot of fun though. Like, I really have a lot of fun with BFAB.
It's been around forever.
He's new to me. I just got here.
Yeah. If
All of
I'm
you
not
guys are new to me.
if I'm not mistaken, he had videos up 7, 8 years ago.
Wow.
Some kind of long ago.
The cooking channel is better.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Well, at least he made it. I think he made it in time for the giveaway, at least. So
Yeah. It's a good-natured troll. I love it.
Yeah. He's a troll. He trolls me all the time, and it's fun. Like,
it's a good troll.
Yeah, I've been
Yep.
trolled before and it's not been good. So yes,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's fun.
All right, let's throw this out here loud instead of just a scroll. It's 11:21, 11:25. We'll spin the wheel. You guys good with that? 4 more minutes here.
Yeah, 4 minutes.
All right. 10 years ago. Wow. All right. So the link to enter is the pinned comment. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever, and you'll be entered. We will spin the wheel in 4 minutes for the Botanical Garden, Friends Botanical Garden. I should be very specific there.
Yes. The better of the
And
two, in my opinion.
I think so too. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe how late it got. That's amazing. This flew.
Yeah, how long do you guys usually stay on? Is it usually 2 hours?
Honestly, it's usually like, because we normally don't have, we just started having guests.
Yeah.
So Ken and I, before, it was just me and him,
Mm-hmm.
maybe like an hour and 15. Like,
Yeah.
we maybe
So
go a little bit more.
Is this a record? So now the next person you come on, they're gonna have to beat my record. Am I setting a record here?
Last
Maybe.
week might have been about the same. Maybe like
Oh.
it was like 2 hours and like 40 minutes, honestly.
No, it wasn't that long. I actually just looked at that too.
Was that the investment
it's-
conversation last week?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Brian. That was 219. I think that one came in at
You
217.
You won, Jen.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm gonna brag. Just wait till Friday. I'm gonna brag so hard.
Awesome. I love it.
Now, yeah, you guys get ready because you're gonna have to. People are gonna. There's some very competitive people in the Lego world. I have noticed that for sure. So you guys are gonna get all kinds of guests to come on and try to break my record.
Yeah, we'll have to start picking a different day of the week if we're going to go too much longer.
You better get closer to the weekend.
We're gonna have to join a sip episode with you.
Yeah, yeah, I would love that. I would love you guys to come on. I don't know that we'll have like.
What do you
Instagram.
Do you normally drink during the episode? Like,
I drink I don't drink
like
alcohol in general, but
I see.
yeah. So, but the people that join, they drink. And that gets to be pretty funny. But I don't really, honestly, I don't even drink a whole lot because I'm talking so much. I don't drink, I don't build, I don't I don't do anything that I'm supposed to be doing on a live stream just because I'm
it's hard
talking.
though.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Because you're looking at the chat and then you got to look back in the instructions and you're like, crap, where was I? And somebody said something funny. It's like, oh my God.
Yes. And now that's my gimmick. I'll bring a brick head. On Saturdays it's a little bit more calm in the comments, and so Saturdays I usually get a brick head done maybe. But I don't know. I have so much built up energy by the time the weekend comes that I want to just talk to people. So I'm like this look how small this is, and I'm I'm still drinking on it. I should have been done with that 2 hours ago. 2:22. Look at us go. I don't remember half of Jen's streams because I'm sipping and not building. See, there's a couple people. One guy, he always brings a craft beer on. Swords and Bricks. Yeah, he has some good stuff too. I'm always interested to see what he's drinking on.
Yeah, and I love the stuff that carries over into Mocks on Mondays.
Yes.
Seeing some of those posts, some of those are really good.
Yeah, I agree. And the people that are on that, and that's why I started the Sip and Build Fridays page, because a lot of people will be like, oh, I built this on Sip and Build Fridays, and I'm like, if I start a page for that, that's another Instagram page that I have that I manage, but I started that page and there's some incredible stuff over there. The stuff that people accomplish as I'm just chit-chatting away is really cool.
All right, here we are, 11:25.
11:25. Yeah, who's gonna win? I love giveaways.
This is, let me figure out. Present, screen share, wheel of names, and Here we go. You guys see
Will
that?
names should pay us as much as we.
No, we use them weekly at this point.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, we do so many giveaways.
Well, that's nice. Now I know I gotta come back so I can get something.
There you go.
Again? Oh,
Man, Black is always right there. Hey.
Rachel, hi! Congratulations, Rachel! Yay!
Congrats. That's awesome. All right.
What a cool set to win too.
this guy Blackjack right before Rachel won. He's won like 3 giveaways.
Oh gosh.
Well,
I guess
Blackjack
that's
was the one that you jinxed, right?
Falcon, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was somebody. One of the times the wheel was spinning, Saunders was cheering for somebody, and it stopped on that name, and it just ticked off him. It's like,
oh man.
That person doesn't enter any more giveaways.
Oh no. They've been scarred. All it takes is one thing. That's crazy. I never win a giveaway, so you could cheer for me, and maybe that'll give me some luck. I never win.
So, Rachel, if you want to shoot me a DM on Instagram with your info, I can get that packed up. Today's Wednesday. I can get it packed up tomorrow, get it out tomorrow night. We can get that taken care of. If you don't want to share that kind of info on Instagram DMs, I know some people don't like that. Ken at thebrickdynasty.com works too.
Can you guys see me? I got a phone call. Yep. My mom was like, "What are you doing?"
No, you're good, Jen.
Yeah, you're good.
Well, guys, it is 11:30. It's way past my bedtime for a Wednesday night. Jen about to be at every stream asking for free sets. Cut it out. I'm gonna start asking you for free sets. Every time you troll me, you're gonna owe me a friend set or something. You won my giveaway. It was an invisible. Yeah. See what I mean? Like, see what I mean? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Now that I've set a nice healthy record, 227 is where I'm gonna probably end up. Thank you guys so much. First of all, for even wanting to talk to me. Like, I think that's super cool. I've been bragging about y'all all week in my personal life to people who don't care anything about Lego. I've been like, I'm gonna be on the Brick Dynasty. You gotta watch it on YouTube. Like, I think my mom is probably in the comments somewhere not knowing how to actually comment. So she's probably watching. But thank you guys so much for having me on, for supporting my live stream, for supporting all the stuff that I do. I really, 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 really appreciate you guys so much. And this was a whole lot of fun. You took me out of my comfort zone. Like, I didn't want to say that until the end, but just being on on someone else's live stream and like opening up and being willing to have good conversation, this was a lot of fun. So thank you very much for that.
Well, it has been a pleasure. I appreciate you joining us. This has been great. And
yes, thank you.
Your energy is just unbelievable.
Oh, thanks. And I was a very hyper child, so it makes me feel good now that people appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, Jen. Make sure you guys use her code JenBuilds at Funhole.
Yes. Yep. And if you listen, Saunders, I won't tell anybody, but if you go,
I might convert.
Just slide in my DMs one day and be like, "You were right," and I'll know what you're talking about. Just we don't even have to talk about it.
I might convert pretty shortly here. I'm telling you.
They got some good stuff. Good stuff. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll definitely have you on a Sip and Build Fridays, or even a sequel if you guys are not doing anything on a Saturday afternoon.
All right.
But yes, we'll chat again. Thank you. Congratulations again, Rachel. I'm so happy for you. I hope you enjoy your set.
All right. Everyone,
bye,
have an
guys.
awesome night. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.